episode 99, Bear.
That's one away from 100.
That's 69 plus 30.
That is also true, yes.
I can't believe we're here.
My math was easier, though.
Yeah, it was.
It would have took me a little bit to do 99 minus 30 and be like, oh, just carry the 4, put in the 8. 69. Got it.
Perfect. So we're actually here. It's Wednesday. Saturday is the big show, episode 100.
Like the wrestler?
Yeah. Who also has a new Netflix documentary or show coming out. I saw that.
Does he?
Yeah, it should be interesting. I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but it sounds like they're following his daughter. I was reading a synopsis. I have no idea. But it sounds like it's a partnership with WWE and Netflix. So I'm like, this should be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm about to cancel Netflix because nothing good's on it anyways. So
yeah,
maybe
you're
that'll
pretty
be
much
decent.
right. Hulu's been my shit, like you said. I love Hulu.
Much better.
Yes, it is. But so episode 99, thank you all for listening to episode 98, a ranchy and raw reunion. Fuck blue cheese.
I thought it was F blue cheese.
Oh, yeah. F
Blue cheese.
asterisk blue cheese.
You know, the funny thing is on Monday I went to B-Dubs and I ordered ranch and I put my wing in it, which, you know, I just took it off. You can't tell. Took it off, dipped it in. I was like, didn't move much. That's weird. Ate it. Yeah, it was blue cheese. I was like, fucking blue cheese.
Are you serious? That happened on Monday?
That was Monday, yeah.
It's like
2 days ago.
Somebody got pissed off, must have listened to the episode and was like, fuck this guy. He's from over the line.
I was very disappointed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Luckily,
that.
there was like 3 other ranches on the table, so I just grabbed the other one and said, okay. And I had to put my finger in there, though, first. I was like, I'm not doing this again.
Nope. I feel you, buddy. So thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook at Wes Anderson Music and give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, the first and primary sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Bear, what did you think of the shirts for this weekend?
I just got to see them today right before we started this, and they are awesome.
Yeah, Brandon.
Awesome, blossom. Great job.
Brandon over there at All Wear hooked us up. He's got us. Our hoodies are sick, too. We got some nice black hoodies.
Yeah.
And we got regular shirts.
The logos, I think the logos really pop on the shirts a lot. I like that.
I liked that he kind of changed up the background. He had asked me about it. He's like, hey, what do you think about the black? It'll pop better and look better. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
I was like, you take a professional's word for it. And he was absolutely right.
That's his job. He knows what he's saying.
And I might have to talk to the lady that helped revamp our logo, not that created it originally, and see if she can make that black. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I kind of like that. You know, the blue's cool, but I like that black.
See how it looks, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Get with her eventually and see what happens. But again, Brandon, thank you. We can't thank you enough. Jeremy, we got a shirt for you. You should have it by the time you listen to this episode. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow or today in this instance. If you listen to it on Thursday, you will have your shirt. So congratulations. You are the only person so far to get free swag from us.
Yep.
This weekend we're going to give away some free shirts. We also have 12 people, or maybe 11, maybe 10 partaking this weekend in the drinking. And so I'll just run that down real quick before we thank more sponsors. So we've got Cody Bryant.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
We forgot to do a shot. You talk about that, and I'm going to go pour them.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We forgot to do the shot.
And by the way, I think I have a bottle of liquor that I can bring, but I got to remember it. So
For everybody to do shots or just
no. I'm talking about for us in general, not for Saturday. So
we're not going to do shots on Saturday. We're just going to shoot bear.
I think that's probably the best. We should bring liquor in there.
I agree. That's a fabulous idea.
The only thing I can think of is I guess it won't be sneaking now because I'm telling it, but get those little tiny bottles and just take one of those in. That would be fine. I'm not bringing in a big bottle. I think I might go and find those little small bottles and we can do that. Call it even.
Yeah. So
those are okay.
I'll run through. Brandon will not make the 100th episode, unfortunately. Nerd. Goddamn nerd. So we've got me, Bear, and the Shiv from this podcast. The Shiv also crosses over with his podcast, which I was actually on this past week, Grown Ups Podcast, episode 68, Happy Endings. And it was about endings of movies and shows and everything, and it was really fun. So thank those guys for having me on. We've got Brandon from the show is going to be there. Jeff will be there. Jason may make it. And also Clay. You can't forget Clay. So he should be there.
Have we had a bottle of Captain back there the whole time?
I don't open that. I bought that. So I bought that for ex-wife. and then she found out for her birthday in 2012, and then she found out she was pregnant. So I'm saving it for Grayson.
Wow.
And when he's, I think I'm going to go with 21 since we're live on the air.
You should probably hide that somewhere better because if I was drunk, I would open that.
I know you would, and I got to do something with it. I see that you said that. But so we also have Big Dick Nate is going to make an appearance. We also got Big and Tasty, which is Cody, who's going to talk to us about probably some golf and NASCAR. We've got
And
Beer
the Green
League.
Bay Fudge Packers. Don't forget about them.
Oh, of course. We've got Beer League, who's going to show up, which is Nick, who contributed to hockey. We're going to have a good time with Nick.
Yeah, we might not bring him back since one of his teams didn't even make the damn playoffs. They lost like 20 games in a row twice, I think, in the year.
Right.
So maybe we need to find a better hockey guy.
I think you might be right. And then, of course, we've got, I think I told you about this, Cody Bryant showing up, Kobe's cousin.
Yes.
He's going to be there in return. You know, he contributed to the show with some notes and some basketball. So
Never been to Colorado, so he's clean.
yeah, probably. And then he's going to give us, I want to hear the Kobe Bryant story and how Kobe made it, not him.
Okay.
And then also we're going to talk about basketball recap last year, get his thoughts on free agency. So he's a big Lakers fan. He hated LeBron going there. So it's going to be interesting to question him about that and talk a little bit, see what his feelings are, and go from there. So are there any other drinkers I am missing?
I don't think so.
So we had us two, Shiv, the other. So we got to add 5. So that puts us to 7. And then Cody Bryant.
So I'm struggling over here with my
All right,
fingers.
me and you, 2.
2.
The 5 guys from Grown Ups, that's 7.
See, but you put in Shiv and then you said 5, so that's what kind of
I know,
confused me.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
So now we're at 7. Got it.
Cody Bryant.
Boom.
Nate.
BDN, 9.
Cody.
10.
Beer League.
11.
Dub won't be there.
11.
So, and then, of course.
It's like me
our
adding up my golf
I
score.
forgot. Dude, I'm such a terrible guy. I forgot 30-6 is going to be there. Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Check him out on at 41. Give him a call. 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area and not the Pacific
The
Ocean.
middle of the Pacific.
Wait,
I
let's see
couldn't
if you
even
hit
get
Hawaii.
any. No, I was even close to Hawaii. Dude, I was like way off Hawaii.
So we're just going to go with the Pacific Ocean today.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking right in the middle. We're talking.
And we're packing that gun, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We're talking, so.
It's a dart gun.
San Francisco, about probably 2,000 miles west.
Yeah.
Maybe not that far.
It was pretty far out there. But, Sean, thank you. 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area and not the Pacific Ocean. We appreciate what Sean does. Look forward to him coming for a little bit and contributing to the drinking. 30-6 is what's on his shirt. We're going to have a good time. And thank you as well for sponsoring our beer. He's buying all the
yeah.
beer on Friday.
I like it.
So we need, we got to go over this. So we need Bud Light.
Oh, wait a second. Watch this.
Write me a list.
Nope, I'm doing it right now. I was probably 0.4 milliseconds ahead of you on that.
So here's one thing, because Shiv and I decided to do this whole 30 diet, so we got to have Michelob Ultra. So Mick Ultra, because we're cheating on that day. I need some Mick Ultra. We need Budweiser. We need Miller Lite. Oh, I need to get like Angry Orchard because Jeff, who is partaking, is allergic to beer.
Okay.
So he needs to have actual cider and not beer. So we got to get some Angry Orchard or Woodchuck for him. No big deal. We got you, buddy.
God, I haven't had a woodchuck in a while. Those are delicious.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, we're doing the Arnold Palmer because after I know you're not doing them now since you're on your little diet.
Well, I still might take them because, see, we were supposed to.
Well, you got me addicted to them, and I've been just pounding those things.
Dude, I told you, man. And so put those on there. So here's the thing. I told Shiv, since we have this big cheat day on Saturday and it's going to screw everything up, let's start on the 29th and run through August because you're supposed to just do one 30-day period. So I said, dude, fuck it. Let's do 34 days because we have a cheat day, so it gives us 3 extra days. Whatever. So it'll be good. And that whole 30 diet I was telling you is just nuts. And
Just nuts?
Yeah, well, you can't have peanuts.
Oh, so it's not nuts.
Yeah, you can't have legumes. You can't have grains. You can't have dairy. You can't
That
have
probably
any of
interferes
that.
in your daily life if you can't have nuts.
Right. You're absolutely right.
How do you make it?
Just bust it.
Okay.
And then, so we could see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Two days. Now, I already told you I'm at my high school weight when I started this. and dropped 8 pounds in 2 days, which is insane. So 211. So I'm trying to get directly 100 pounds less than Brandon.
As I eat my flips. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get 100 pounds under Brandon, and then I definitely cannot do the torture rack, which is on hold at least for a while. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. It's fun. It's a little competition, I think. And he tells me don't focus on the weight loss. It's focusing on getting the toxins out, and it's the whole diet actually is about getting rid of those things. So when you introduce them back at the end, you see if you're struggle with digesting them, because as your body gets used to them over time, you might struggle but not know. So I'm like, I think I'm good, but I'm going to still do it anyway because it's been fun.
I don't think I can go longer than a week without Taco Bell, so you count me out for the next 30.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you this right now. So that first week of September, I'll be done with this thing. That's when we're going to do the Taco Bell eating contest.
So you have like 2 and throw up everywhere because you're just eating healthy for 30 days?
No, dude, it's good. I'll be fine.
That's fine with me. I've been waiting on that one, but we kind of need a dub back for that.
We need a time limit, too.
He was the competition.
Well, if Shiv's here, Shiv can smash some Taco Bell.
That's my point. I wanted Brandon because I think I could have beaten him.
Brandon?
I'm not beating Shiv.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Both of you off your diet, it's possible. We'll see.
So are we going to go 2 minutes on that or 3 minutes?
We'll have to decide that as we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I was thinking probably 2 because we're just going to smash. And then 2 minutes is going to seem like an eternity when we're smashing Taco Bell.
It sounds dangerous, though.
Got to have sour cream, though, right?
Well,
you and I agree.
Not in a contest like that, no.
So we're just going to do the cheese, lettuce, and meat.
Got to.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I mean, I'm down to have some sour cream after and like just eat tacos, like, and not in
afterwards after we have the competition.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna sit there and pound my taco into sour cream while I'm.
I was just gonna put it on. Just make sure they have it on there already.
Yeah, but then they make it a taco supreme, and then there's just too much. And sour cream's gonna fill you up as you're eating it.
Yeah, this is true.
So we're just going straight soft tacos
with the meat, cheese, and lettuce.
Done.
Like it. So continuing on. Thank you, Sean, again for partaking with the beer. What do you got on the list?
Are we good? We got Mick Ultra, Budweiser, Miller Lite. Need bottles and cans, by the way.
Write that down.
Got it already.
Okay.
Angry Orchard.
Why do we need bottles and cans?
John likes bottles. Bottled Miller Lite.
John's coming?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
He's just going to hang. But
dude, that's awesome.
That's why I told him. I said, well, if you show up, I said, there will be bottles of Miller Lite there. I guarantee it.
Guaranteed. Okay, and we got Budweiser for your old man.
Yep. That he doesn't care. I drink bottles or cans.
So basically, if we heavy up on Miller Lite, we're good.
Yeah.
And then the Arnold Palmer.
Angry Orchard / Woodchuck. Angry Orchard and or Woodchuck. Arnold Palmer Spike.
So put this on there. Angry Orchard, let's get 12. With the Arnold Palmer, let's get. We're each going to drink 6.
Yeah.
So let's do 12. Unless you think somebody else might want some.
12 should be good.
Okay, 12 will be good. So that gives us 24 right there.
Should we do Summer Shandy or no?
Your call.
I think we should because it's a good light one, you know. Once
Okay.
if you have a few beers, a couple like Miller Lights or something, and you just get one of those sweet ones in, it gets
Great.
you re-energized.
So let's do 12 of those.
Yeah.
All right, 12 Summer Shandies. We're going to do 24 of the Mick Ultra because that's me and Shib.
Is it 24 or 30 pack? They come in.
Either one. We'll see what they do, 24 or 30. And then the rest is, Budweiser. Let's do, how many for that? 12?
Yeah, 12 will work.
All right. And then Miller Lite, we can do 12 bottles and then probably 72 cans.
Or we could we could get Bush too, though. We get a 30 pack of Bush.
Okay. So let's do Bush.
30.
You think they want Natter Day?
Bush.
It'd be cheap.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to scratch out the Summer Shandy and put in the Natter Day.
So 30 pack of 24, 30 pack of Natter Day. We'll do a 30 pack of Bush and then a 24 pack of Miller Lite and 12 bottles, right?
Yeah. So cans equal 24, bottles 12. All right. So that's 24.
Give me the numbers.
24, it's 48, plus another 24 is 72, plus another 24 is 96, plus 60. 156.
That's total? That's all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's perfect.
156. I think that it would be...
That's perfect. I'll take that list and we'll be good. All right. So thank you, Sean. You're buying 156 beers. Thank you to Steve.
And the funny thing is the Arnold Palmer Spikes are probably
the
more
most
expensive than all the other ones.
Yeah, because it's $9 for 6.
Yeah.
So he's going to get away, though, I think, with under $100.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, so he'll be fine. He'll be happy with it. He's like, what's this get me? I'm like, a shirt, a chance to drink, and all this sponsorship we've given you.
We've plugged him for the last
and we plug him in,
episodes.
And we plug him in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And thank you again, Brandon from Allware, for that idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
He set a dart on a board, and we thought about, well, what about this Nerf gun shooting a TV?
Right on the TV.
Perfect.
Boom.
Yes, and it works out great for us. So again, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you to Steve at Savage & Associates, we're using the office up there above Frickers at Mud Hen Stadium in right field. There will not be a game, but that's okay because we probably wouldn't have been able to focus. And thank you for getting Frickers, which, by the way, I have to order. I will order that tomorrow, and we'll make sure we have it, or Friday. Either way, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And again, thank you, Steve. We look forward to seeing you. He's going to be there for a little bit. Brandon's going to try to be there from Allware. Sean will be there. I'm hoping they can all make it. Your parents are going to be there.
Yep.
My mom's going to be there. My dad might come there. It just depends on, he's had some things going on with his MS. And so it'll be a good time. And we've got other friends coming. You know, it's a lot of our close friends. So it'll just be a good celebration for all of us.
Everyone better be ready to drink.
Absolutely. So thank you to all that. Jeremy's got a wedding. Unfortunately, he can't be there. Justin's on vacation. He can't be there. Jason, I think you said, is gone as well.
He's on vacation, yep.
So unfortunately, we'll see those guys. But I think when we get to episode 200 next summer, that we can plan something that all these guys can come to.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Absolutely.
So, and then lastly, thank you to Cassandra at PNC. Visit her at PNC in White House or give her a call, 419-877-0634. She can help you with all of your banking needs, whether it be loans, credit cards, or personal banking. She's there to help. Thank you to Cassandra. All right. So, for everybody that listened last week.
Hold on a second. We got to do the shot first.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this shot. Did we lose it?
Uh-huh.
What did you give us? Long Island.
The Hurricane.
No, that's the Hurricane?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yep.
It tastes like that Long Island.
Yeah, no, it's the Bacardi Hurricane.
All right. So,
there we go. All right. So we're doing a live watch, kind of totally stealing from what Conrad does all the time. But we had to fill, like we normally do 2 podcasts, we had to fill one. So we're watching SummerSlam 1999 today.
And it's not there for us, so I got to go back and do this all over again.
Probably might have to do the closed caption too.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So current pay-per-views, if you have the WWE Network and you have not updated it, you're going to have to update it before you do this.
And relog back in.
I had to do that today. We're going to make sure real quick before we hit play.
Well, this is 2018 too. This isn't going to help us.
Oh, this is not going to help us. You're absolutely right. I need to go to what, 1999?
1969. Oh, 1999. That's what I meant to say.
69. What would it have been? So it was probably Bruno Sammartino. He was probably the champ, right?
Yeah, they didn't have definitely didn't have TVs back then. So I'm just kidding. They did. Everybody, calm the fuck down. I know everyone. TVs in 1969. What's the moon landing 3 weeks before this? We know.
I forgot about the moon landing.
We landed on the moon.
We landed on the moon.
God, what a good movie.
Yes, it is. So, while this is loading, we can talk about some things. Do you have some Jason stuff?
I do. And actually, I was just going to go a little bit into this because I watched like the first half of this before I fell asleep the other night. And it was interesting, man. This is like literally a week after Jericho comes on, by the way.
Really?
This happened August 22nd. And Jericho came into the WWF August 9th, 1999. So he has like the first big promo in this, I think after the first match, I want to say. And it's so great seeing young Jericho with his, how do you want to put it? I don't want to say ponytail because that's not it. But he has his hair like up, all that goofy shit. And he just cuts great promo with Road Dogg, and they have a good exchange and a good back and forth. So it's pretty exciting. But it was an okay pay-per-view. Wasn't the best SummerSlam. But SummerSlam's also never, how do I want to put it? I was never a big SummerSlam guy. I thought they were always the shittiest of the big 4 pay-per-views. Always most lame. Not a lot of title changes sort of thing. Even though in this one, I'm pretty sure there was.
I agree with the Big 4 statement that this is 3rd or 4th for me. WrestleMania Royal Rumble, or obviously 1 and 2, WrestleMania first, Royal Rumble second, some years. And then third, probably, it goes back and forth for me with Survivor Series and SummerSlam, but usually Survivor Series is better because they have something. SummerSlam's just kind of a thing, but we're doing this. So for those that are going to do the watch along with us, I am hitting play right now. So if you turn it on, we're 3 seconds in, 4 seconds, 5, and, we just got the opening.
The old school opening. I like this opening, too.
Music.
Closed captioning, nailed it. Music. I like it.
Doesn't tell us who it is.
The old Attitude Era. So, why are we going back to March 28th, 1998? Why are they going over Tyson and Austin?
Tyson and Austin.
So, they're sitting here a year and a half ago talking about the storyline. This doesn't make any sense. So, why are they doing that? Is it because there's going to be a sheriff in town?
Is there going to be a sheriff?
Or is there going to be a governor in town? Now we go to May 31st, 1998. Austin beat Dude Love. Oh, look at Vince. Look how jacked he was, though.
And he
took that chair shot, too. He got destroyed on that. And then this is when I think Stone Cold counts him. Right? Yeah, counts his own. While Undertaker just stands there all pissed off afterwards.
Why was he pissed off?
I can't remember why he was on that storyline. They were trying to get it away from, trying to get the belt off Austin. They finally do it a year later.
Pissed off.
Yeah, this is a year later. Finally get the belt off Austin. That was May 23rd, 1999. They just showed. And now Jesse Ventura.
The body Ventura.
Which is crazy because
Ventura.
I'm pretty sure 3 years ago or 3 years before this, he was in a huge lawsuit and I think won some money from Vince McMahon. I'm pretty sure. Millions of dollars. And then he's back now doing this in a storyline. Back on Raw. Because he was on WCW there for a while, commentating.
Right, and then
maybe this was 93. Maybe it was like 6 years ago.
Right.
I think it was a little bit more than 3.
And then a little bit after that, he becomes governor of Minnesota. Or was it before this?
I think this is it because he says this is his state and all this. So I'm pretty sure he's governor at this time.
And where is this in Minnesota?
Yeah, this is in Minneapolis. It's in the Target Center. And I'm pretty sure the Target Center just opened or was newer.
The crowd is cheering.
This came up. As they should be. There's a lot of fireworks going on right now.
Yeah, do you miss those?
Yes, I do. That makes it. That makes the whole spectacle. You know what else I miss? I miss all the signs, too.
Yeah, and they do.
The sign just went by and said, "Big, slow, fat bastard." It's been talking about the Big Show. That's funny.
So they now only do the pyrotechnics when they are in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Because they pay top dollar. Saudi Arabia does for the WWE to go there.
And WrestleMania has them sometimes, too, on the top, but never off the bottom anymore.
So did you just see that? Jim Ross sitting with Mayor King Lawler.
Yeah, Mayor of Memphis, I'm pretty sure. I think he's running for it. So we got him talking about this. We have
Take us to Cobb County, Georgia.
These signs are fantastic. Let's see what else they zoom in on. Wash me down with ivory. Body for president.
Laura ruined our summer. I see dead people. I'm as hard as a rock, as the Rock.
Triple H that's a nice drawing right there.
Great one. Yeah.
You had those everywhere. Rock sign, Stone Cold. Someone just has a shitty SummerSlam sign that obviously they just did in the parking lot. How much of that spray paint do you think they huffed before they put it on that piece
Probably
of paper?
A lot of it.
I would say so.
I'm shocked it didn't say
T-Bags 316. It's great. Oh, and now we're backstage. Jesse the Body talking to Real Tits China and Triple H.
Real Tits China?
Yeah, those are real. You didn't know that? They're
I did know
totally
that.
not fake.
I just love that you called her Real Tits China.
Those are the fakest things I've ever seen in my life.
So, do you think she's attractive?
No.
So you wouldn't?
No.
One time?
One time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One time.
I think Triple H did it one time.
I think he probably did it more than one time.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
So, what? We got Jesse fighting with...
Yeah, talking, and there's Jericho.
The Lionheart.
Waiting on Howard Finkel. But he calls him Harold, I think, in this.
Does he?
Great, yes. This is so fantastic.
Be quiet. Listen, what? I don't want
to...
Harold.
He does call him Harold. That's what I thought. That's great. Like you said, Jericho just got in 2 weeks before this, August 9th, and this is August 22nd, 1999.
Well, obviously he knows his name's Howard, but perfect for storyline.
It's great. That's how Jericho was. Jericho is the best heel.
He's one of the best of all time. That's why he's pulling on in all this stuff with AEW, which we'll talk a little bit about later.
Yeah. And then to start off the show, big busty Deborah coming down with Jeff Jarrett. My goodness.
So she was married to...
I think she's married to Austin at this time.
She was married to Austin.
1999, I'm pretty sure she was married to Austin. She divorced Mongo McMichael.
So those are real?
I hope so. Yeah. They're very bouncy. They're like bouncing ball. Where's that bouncy ball at?
I don't know.
I see it over there, but that's a long stroll over there to grab that thing. But that's what it reminds me of. 2 bouncy balls just jumping up and down.
Grayson got 2 bouncy balls yesterday, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh?
So, you want to talk a little bit as this goes on?
I'm distracted.
And we get into this match. Who do we got? Jeff Jarrett and Puppies. Did you see that? Puppies!
Jeff Jarrett and D'Lo Brown are fighting in this match.
Okay.
And actually, Deborah's going to get sent to the back right here. Jeff Jarrett getting sick and tired of it through storyline. He doesn't want
Look
to
at Puppies Jr. Come on.
JR.
Junior.
Yeah, JR.
I know. I said Junior.
Do you
so
want me to
hooked on
take
Jericho
closed
still.
caption? Stop reading the closed captionings. You got to read it in your head and talk.
I haven't seen this since 99.
Well, I don't know what to tell you on that. You should have watched it. Should have done research like me.
I haven't had time.
This is as far as and I have. This is as far as I've gotten in the match right here so far.
I figured, well, at night.
I went to bed right here.
Yeah.
After
Did
Deborah
you-
goes away, good night. I'm done. Don't care
Yeah,
anymore.
see, when I turn it on, like I'll turn on TV and usually it's Grayson's watching something, but I'd be working. I can't have a TV on or anything on because I'll just lose focus. And it's every night, go to bed at 12 or 1, get up at 5 or 6, call it a day, and just go on to work.
Yep.
That's all it is all day long.
She gone. Jeff Jarrett out here by himself, going to fight D'Lo Brown for the Intercontinental Championship and the European Championship.
So he's got both?
I think it's one of those belt for
Vacant?
belt sort of things. I think Jeff has the Intercontinental belt and D'Lo has the European belt, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
We're going to find out when D'Lo comes out here in a second.
All right.
But first,
Sexual chocolate.
yeah, this is when he was with Mark Henry. But first, before he does, I'm pretty sure he finds someone in the back that he wants to bring out.
Who does?
D'Lo.
Oh, yeah?
Let's see. They're going to go to the back here in a second. Oh, see, look at that. Oh, he's bringing Deborah out. What a face move right here. Bring the heels valet out with him, and Jeff Jarrett's probably going to get kind of pissed. I think that's great. That's what made Jeff Jarrett a good heel.
Yeah.
Even though he was kind of blah as a wrestler, but that's what makes him a good heel.
So he brings it.
See, now he's all pissed off. That's good right there. That's solid. Oh, D'Lo has both belts. So D'Lo's the Intercontinental and European champion
That's what
right
I
now.
thought.
And Deborah is the champion in my heart.
Yeah, they're still going around.
Mm-hmm. She should just have a jumping jack contest.
Because she was married to what? Mongo McMichael, too.
Yep.
And then
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I don't know if she's married now or not.
You know that Brandon, the day after Brandon's birthday, that Stone Cold show starts on USA.
Really?
Yeah. Day after his birthday, which will be coming up.
It looks all right, but I probably won't watch it.
I think you're right. And so next week, we got to look. The 4th is on Sunday. So your birthday and his birthday are on Sundays this year.
That is correct.
So that means next year they're on Tuesdays because we have a leap year. Great.
So she married Steve McMichael in 1985. They got divorced in 98, and then she married Stone Cold in 2000. So they are not married here. Probably together, but not married. And then they divorced in 2003.
Didn't take long.
I think when Austin beat her,
Didn't he
that
beat
was
her?
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't condone that.
No. But don't get me wrong. Mongo McMichael was a football player, and, he was on the Bears 85 team, one of the best defenses ever in NFL history. Have you ever seen that dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ugly as shit.
Mm-hmm.
How he landed that, I'll never know. Got to have two things, right?
Right. Swinging the hammer, man.
Or a lot of money. He probably had both.
Yeah. He probably did. So as we continue to watch, we'll keep covering other things that we have going on. Let's talk about All Elite Wrestling. So they announced their first match for the AEW on TNT debut, and it's going to be Cody versus Sammy Guevara. is going to be the opening match.
Okay. When is this?
Oh, gosh.
Does it have a date?
Well, the tickets go on sale Friday at noon Eastern.
Did you say
It's going to be at the Capital One Arena.
TNT or TBS?
TNT.
TNT.
Both owned by Turner. But it's going to be, they're going on sale this Friday at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And it's at the it's in Washington, D.C., at the Capital One Arena. So, should be interesting.
You have now.
And it's October 2nd when it's debuting on Wednesday, because it's Wednesday show is what they're doing. They're going on Wednesdays. So, guess what we're going to be doing during the podcast?
Watching that.
Watching AEW. And it's perfect because we'll be recording and basically doing a watch-along every week of AEW.
Yeah, and you have now professional wrestling back on cable television for the first time since, TNA was on... Were they on Spike? They were on Spike in the mid-2000s probably.
Well, check this out. So what was just signed, this was earlier today, Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are fighting Chris Jericho and 2 mystery partners.
Oh, boy. That's interesting.
So
I know that there have been rumors of CM Punk.
Potentially.
Do you think that would be something that he would be there as a mystery partner?
That would be awesome. Get like Lance Storm. He's a friend of Jericho.
He is. I think he is retired though, but that would be cool.
I'd be okay. Let's take some guesses at this. What do you think?
I'm going to stick with CM Punk. I think that would be a good guess because that's where the rumors are at. So let me stick with CM Punk here.
I like that.
Man.
Owen Hart, Bret Hart.
Probably neither.
Natalya.
One of them definitely can't wrestle. The other one is in a grave. So
I was hoping you'd go with it that way. One cannot wrestle and one is in a grave. Who could probably still wrestle.
Nope, but I'm pretty sure that Natalya will probably win the title. I'm going to take a guess when we get there. Is that next week we're going to pick Summer? Because SummerSlam's early this year.
Yeah.
It's the 11th.
Yes. Very early.
So we'll be picking SummerSlam next week, but I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm probably taking Natalya.
And she is fighting Becky Lynch.
Becky, right?
Yes. And then you've got, which we'll talk about it because another match was made, a big match actually, your Bay against former Bay.
Trish Stratus.
Yep, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the future. So, like we said, October 2nd, we're only a few months out. The fact that they're, within this year and a half, have gotten, because what was it, May last year they did this whole thing?
Yep.
And, man, just to be on TV already and how they're doing, it's going to be pretty good.
Yep, and how excited everyone is for it, too.
Do you think that his 2 mystery partners could be Big Cass and Enzo Amore?
I don't think anyone wants to sign...
Because they're both heels.
I don't think anyone wants to sign Enzo, do they?
I would hope not.
Big Cass, though, on the other hand, that is a possibility. That certainly could happen. But, yeah, I don't think... you hear a lot of shit about Enzo, so I doubt that they will fucking have him hired in, whatever. Don't think it'll happen. Big Cass, though, that's a possibility.
See, he's Jericho's talking about these big surprises. Like we said, Kenny Omega and Young Bucks. And I'm just trying to think of other people it could be.
Well, Young Bucks are a tag team, right? So
yes,
you got to
correct.
think maybe this is going to be a tag team coming in.
Could be.
Because you got singles versus tag team. Or singles, you got a single wrestler, Omega, and a tag team against this feud, who is Jericho, Omega, and then a tag team. So you got to kind of go with who would feud with the Young Bucks. That's tough, though. That's a tough call to figure out exactly. Because
they're probably going to get your hopes up to try to get it's going to be CM Punk. Everybody's going to think that, and then it's just guys that are part of the roster already.
I think that they will actually be. I don't think it'll be anything like that.
But he's teasing it as, it's partners that you're not going to believe. So now this is how you make national television debut. And so he basically said he's putting it out there that no one really knows what's going to happen. So don't forget that the AEW World Championship is going to be at the All Out pay-per-view in August, which we'll make picks on that because we got Hangman Page and Jericho.
Yep.
We'll make those picks later on. in August. But the ticket prices, if you probably don't see this or don't know yet, what do you think the ticket prices are? Lowest ticket cost and highest for the first TV debut.
For the first TV debut, I'd say lowest are $30. Highest are $300.
Pretty close, $20 and $250.
I was gonna guess $250, but I was like, front row for TV. That could be. I mean, in Toledo, it's like $150.
Yeah, and they're gonna sell out. You know, they're gonna sell out pretty quick. It's gonna be a big deal.
Oh, no doubt.
So the Capital One Arena, is that where the Capitals play?
I don't know, because it used to be the MCI. So if it's that same thing, they might have changed the name. Man, they change sponsors so much anymore. Who knows? If it used to be the MCI Center, then yes, that is where the Capitals and Wizards play.
The Wizards.
This is a Wizards.
Let's see, Capital One Arena. I'm opening this up right now to see what they have going on. The wallet. So it was called MCI, and then the Verizon Center from 16 to 17. MCI from 97 to 06. So yeah, that is it. That's where they both play.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge deal.
I actually know the people that run the merchandising there. So I might have to say, hey, give me some swag.
Yeah.
You know.
And by the way, while we were talking, Mark Henry made did a heel turn here, and so did Deborah. She turned in the beginning to go back. Jeff Jarrett took her to the back. Well, it was a whole plan to turn on D'Lo Brown, who Mark Henry was now formally with, and as they will start feuding after, Mark Henry took a nice guitar shot to the back. I'm sure Deborah took a nice shot to the back later that night.
So he took a guitar.
Probably from Mark Henry.
So Mark Henry, who took the guitar shot from the back?
Mark Henry had it like he was going to hit Jeff Jarrett, strolled around and drilled D'Lo in the back.
Nice.
And D'Lo lost both his
titles. Did the ref see it, or was it a...
Oh, no. Ref did not see it. No.
Of course not.
I think Deborah was putting her puppies in his face. Here.
Oh, here we go.
So you see he's pointing at him right behind him, and boom! Nails him. Mark Henry destroys him. His old Timmy White's looking at Deborah's breastises. As I would, too. I would be distracted if I was a referee.
I would be, too. I'm with you there. So
D'Lo got double-crossed.
All right. So as we got a little break here amongst things, let's talk a little bit about Raw and SmackDown this week. So the biggest thing that I was telling you, and then here we got Edge and Christian.
Young Edge and Christian.
Yes. 99 Edge and Christian. Crazy.
Young Michael Cole, too.
Michael Cole. Fantastic.
Crazy to think that he's been doing this for 20 years now.
Right. He took over for what? Todd Pettengill, I believe.
They had a couple people in between, but yeah, he was the main one after.
Yeah. So Brock Lesnar, the big thing here was Seth was fighting, I believe, Dolph. And they were fighting, and then he's getting ready to do the curb stomp. He gave him the sweet chin music or the super kick a few times. And then here comes Brock's music. Brock comes out, and you're like, oh, okay, he's just going to taunt him. Nope, he got in the ring, did his suplexes a few times, Suplex City, grabbed a chair, opened it up, had it wide open, and F5'd him on it several times. And you're like, that does not feel good. And how you take that bump when he's throwing you and he has control of you. Granted, you can put your foot down to kind of break the fall onto the chair. That still sucks.
I wouldn't even want to take an F5 in the ring, let alone on a chair.
Right, exactly. And so he got it a few times. Later on, he's coughing up blood, and you're like, is that legit or not? And you kind of question it. And like I was telling you before the show, this is the most heavily influenced Paul Heyman Raw to date. So you could see it in this. And then later on, they take Seth to the back. And when Seth's in the back, what happens there is he gets in the ambulance. He's tied up to the gurney. Brock pulls the gurney straight out, and it just rolls. Pulls him off of it, flips it over in the meantime, so all the metal is showing on the back of the gurney. Excuse me. And he F5s him on it again. And I'm like, oh, gosh, this is just brutal. So I enjoyed it, but, it's like, gosh, you forget. That's where you get into that part where you kind of mark out a little bit because you're like, that dude might be really hurt. And you forget that, oh, yeah, this is entertainment.
Still, though,
I wouldn't take it.
No, not at all. And by the way, this is a tag team turmoil match to face the champions on Raw tomorrow night. So each team is going to come in. Well, Edge and Christian are starting, and then each team comes in. And then once they get beat, the next team
Is
shows
it the
up.
Hardys with Gangrel?
Yeah, it's the Brood, buddy. Look at that. Young Hardys, too. How about that?
Is it the new Brood?
No, this is...
Pre-Brood.
Yeah, no, this is the Brood. The first Brood.
Because the actual Brood that comes later is... Yeah, so it's Hardy Boys with Gangrel. So because the Brood's Edge and Christian and Gangrel.
Yeah, that's what... You're right. Because then the Hardys come in, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
But I couldn't remember if the Brood was before or after this.
Yep, I did forget. Yeah, the Brood started with Edge, Christian, and Gangrel. You're right.
Right. Was it before or after this, though?
It was before this. Yeah, because that's how they started. That's how they came in.
Okay.
So the Hardys
that's
came
right.
in. The Hardys
Yes.
came in after.
All right, perfect. And now Gangrel's with them. And so who are the faces here, the Hardys or Edge and Christian?
Edge and Christian are the faces because I'm pretty sure they just left with Gangrel, and the Hardys have now taken over, and they're the heels because they were heels with Gangrel in the Brood. Even though I always thought, that always kind of freaked me out when I was a kid because it was
those teeth, man.
It was the teeth. It was the blood. The blood baths, man. When the lights went out and gave people blood baths, that was crazy. It always freaked me out as a kid. I don't know why, it just did. I've never been a fan of vampires, though,
Doing
so
some flips
that's
here.
probably why.
Right. Vampires are all right.
Well, yeah, now, but...
Yeah, when you're a kid, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Totally agree there.
Now I know they're fake.
So the Samoan Summit was happening at the end of Raw. And it was going to be, Samoa Joe beat up Roman Reigns in the back, and then he calls him out, and he says, "Get out here, let's go." And so he comes out, the OC, or the original club, Samoa Joe, the Usos, and Cedric Alexander, and Drew McIntyre are all out there. And then eventually, Cedric Alexander jumps off the top onto everybody, off the top, what used to be called the Titantron, so back there. And then they're in the ring, and they kind of just clean house after, and they all take care of business with Samoa Joe. So it was interesting. So there's a match in the beginning of Raw. R-Truth and Carmella are fighting Drake Maverick and Renee Michelle. Renee being Drake's wife, because she is a wrestler. And it was funny, I saw a tweet of hers that said, "I wore the same colors as the belt, and he still didn't notice me." That Drake didn't. And he said that, and I'll tell you how this, since you didn't watch, this is kind of interesting what happens. So in the match, the 24/7 title rules are suspended during this match. And they're surrounded on the outside. It's a mosh pit match is what it's called. Yeah, it's weird. It's basically a lumberjack match.
Yeah.
So after R-Truth and Carmella win, R-Truth celebrating, everybody comes in and jumps him, like gang jumps on him. And then the ref just counts to 3, so you don't know what happens. And then here comes Mike Kanellis, Maria's husband, sneaking out with the belt and run into the back. So he runs to the back. People are chasing him. And he's like, he goes into one of the locker rooms, I think the referee locker room. And then Maria, his wife, comes in and is banging on the door like, "Let me in. Let me in right now." And then she gets in there, eventually says, "Lay down. This is my title. We're going to have a winner in this family." And so she just puts her heel on him and walks out. She's like, first pregnant champ. Nobody's willing to touch her. She's got her belly showing, just walks out holding the 24/7 title. Nobody's touching her. She's pregnant. And I'm like, interesting.
Smart.
I'm interested to see what they do with this.
Yeah, I would imagine someone's going to beat her probably at SummerSlam maybe. Because they'll do a couple lead-ups to it, I would bet. R-Truth will do some stuff and be like, "No, I'm not going to do it." And then he probably will end up getting it back at SummerSlam.
Like massaging her pregnant belly, just rubbing on it, and then the ref's counting 3.
Yeah, when she's laying down or something.
Laying down in bed with Mike, and then she's asleep, and then he's just rubbing the baby's belly, rubbing the belly, and the ref's there, counts 3, and he leaves. Something like that.
I could see that.
So Ricochet beat Andrade in a gauntlet match. So in this gauntlet match, it started out with Rey Mysterio and Cesaro. Rey Mysterio beat Cesaro via pinfall. Then Rey beat Sami Zayn. And you can kind of see it when you know that there's 2 faces and 3 heels. You know what's going to happen. Because they're not going to put heel against heel. So when Rey won, so I was like, this all depends on the first one. So Rey beat Cesaro. So I'm like, okay, another heel's coming out. And it's probably going to be Sammy. It was Sammy, and then he beat Sammy via pinfall. And then Andrade comes out. And I'm like, well, that only leaves Ricochet at the end. So Andrade is going to beat Rey and fight Ricochet. Well, Ricochet ended up winning the gauntlet match. So he is going to go to SummerSlam and fight AJ Styles again.
Okay.
So that's fine by me. And we...
awesome backflip off the top there.
Who did the backflip?
Matt Hardy. Moonsault off the top.
I know I should be watching more, but you're commentating on this while I'm trying to catch up on Raw.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Do it.
So moment of bliss, there was an incident that occurred earlier in the day between Becky and Natalya. Alexa aired footage of Natalya training with Fit Finlay. Remember him? Yep. And 3 other women in the ring prior to Raw, learning how to counter the disarmor. Lynch showed up and chastised her fellow countryman in Finlay for being a traitor. And she slapped the disarmor on Natty. And then Becky Lynch appeared on screen and told Bliss to be ready for their match later in the night. Because later in the night, Becky's fighting Alexa Bliss.
Edge and Christian just beat the Hardys, by the way. So now the next team is coming in, and that team is
Midian and Viscera.
Midian and Viscera. They are some big boys.
I saw 808 pounds. I'm like, well, Viscera's got to be one. He's still Mabel to me.
He's still dead.
Because Midian, wasn't he one of the Godwins?
Yes, he was.
He wasn't Henry.
No, he was the other one.
Cletus or...
It was Henry O. Godwin and... damn it. I can't remember what his name was now. All I got is Midian. But yeah, so they're up next.
That should be interesting. I see. I want to know this guy's name, the Godwin. So, Phineas. Or Phineas.
Yep.
Phineas.
That's right.
Phineas I. Godwin and Henry O. Godwin, which is Dennis Knight is the real name of Phineas or Midian. And then Mark Canterbury.
Yep.
Is Henry O.
Mark Canterbury.
Canterbury. You remember who their manager was?
Hillbilly Jim.
There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. So next we had a title change on Raw.
Oh wow!
Tag titles.
Fancy.
Where do you think they went? Since you didn't see it, I won't even tell you the match.
Men's or women's?
Men's.
I don't even know who the men's.
I forgot it was.
Who's holding the titles?
Revival.
God, I hope it wasn't Ryder and Hawkins. Was it Heavy Machinery?
Nope. You got to think about what's happened in the recent weeks.
Usos?
No. Anderson and Gallows. Because the OC's back, original club. So now they've got titles. AJ Styles has a title. And everybody in New Day has titles. Which leads into SmackDown, which we'll get into that later.
Okay.
So other things that happened. So they beat the Revival and the Usos to win. And then the Viking Raiders, which we'll talk about that.
Jesus. Just did a little drop kick. Oh, Viscera. That's crazy. A spinning heel kick as a big man that big. That's nuts.
Jeez. So Viking Raiders beat Cole Carter and Johnny James. It's, guys that don't matter.
Right.
And it was a squash match. And they beat him with the Viking Experience, which is their finishing move, which used to be their name. Becky Lynch beat Alexa Bliss by forfeit. She, kayfabe, suffered an injury and was unable to continue post-match. Nikki Cross began jawing and Lynch challenged her to a match of their own. So they fought. Becky Lynch beat Nikki Cross after the manhandle slam. Bliss made a miraculous recovery, because she's so hurt, and then beat up Lynch from behind before Cross stomped the champ in the corner. Natalya was out, but obviously not for the save. She slapped Becky with a sharpshooter to earn some retribution for earlier in the day. In a bit of an awkward moment, Natalya, and thank you CBS for this, by the way, Natalya appeared to challenge Lynch to a submission match for their title bout at SummerSlam, but then pulled back at the end.
By the way, Viscera and Midian lost, so now Draws and Prince Albert are in the ring with Edge and Christian.
Isn't that guy Draws? Isn't he like in a wheelchair?
Yeah, he's paralyzed.
Yeah, he's paralyzed.
I think.
But WWE helped him and paid for a lot of that. I feel like.
Yeah, I think. Who did that? I think it was D'Lo. I'm pretty sure D'Lo Brown paralyzed him.
Oof.
Yeah.
And you just feel like shit for the rest of your life?
Yeah, Draws told him that it wasn't his fault a billion times, but I could still imagine that it's not a good feeling. Break someone's neck.
So, Maria lectured Braun Strowman in the back earlier in the night on what it's like to be a pregnant female. She told him to show her how big and strong he is, and he snarled to the end of the segment. So, whatever. Whatever.
It's odd.
It is. So, if we go to SmackDown, I'm not going to go in any particular order, but Kevin Owens beat Drew McIntyre. Pretty decent match. He did his super kick and stunner to win the match. So, of course, the crowd eats that up. Dolph Ziggler said he will fight his match at SummerSlam against The Miz, not Shawn Michaels. He said, Miz, you aren't even in... You'll like this, what Dolph said, and I'll quote this. Miz, you aren't even the best wrestler in your house. So I thought that was pretty good. He said, I'm more afraid of Maurice, and I'm sure you are too. I love Dolph as a heel. I wish they should have always pushed him more. We talked about last week when Shawn Michaels said, you're just a second-rate Shawn Michaels, is what you'll always be known as. The Sami Zayn's going to fight Aleister Black at SummerSlam. That'll be good.
Okay.
Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross beat Bayley and Ember Moon. So Bayley to belly suplex on Moon following their defeat, which came after Bayley succumbed to a twisted bliss. So Bayley gave Ember Moon the Bayley to belly suplex because of what happened last week. Okay. So because Moon turned on her last week. Dan O'Brien declined a second chance to give his career-altering announcement because he's been talking about giving this announcement. He hasn't given it. Dolph Ziggler, which this was kind of crazy, but he beat Finn Balor via pinfall. But this was because of a distraction. Do you know what he was distracted by? Take a guess. If you know what's going on at SummerSlam, we talked about it last week. Yep. The Fiend. So there was an episode of Firefly Funhouse, and Bray Wyatt walked in on Ramblin' Rabbit just as he was about to share what the Funhouse really is. So pretty interesting. It was a fun one if you haven't watched it. And then an angry Wyatt just said, let me in, the whole let me in thing he's got going on. Mm-hmm. And then the lights went out, the Fiend appeared, and when they came back on, he was gone. Ziggler used the distraction to land a super kick for the 1-2-3.
Okay.
Ali beat Shinsuke Nakamura via pinfall in a non-title match because Shinsuke is your Intercontinental Champion. But that was fun. Ali is a good wrestler, and he's good with Shinsuke. That was good. Hopefully they do something with that at SummerSlam. That would be great. And then Randy Orton just came out and talked about how he doesn't like Kofi Kingston. And then later in the night, Kofi, which ended the show, well, this was the main event, but it didn't end the show. Mm-hmm. Kofi beat AJ Styles via pinfall. The OC was at ringside, and so was the New Day. So it was pretty interesting. But AJ went for a phenomenal forearm. You know how he bounces off the rope. But as he's coming from the rope, Trouble in Paradise, he hit it. Kofi did when AJ Styles was midair. It was pretty sick. So that was pretty fun to watch, pretty interesting. So the big things that happened, Charlotte Flair talked about not having a WrestleMania match, or a SummerSlam match, and so she was on, the King's Court? Is that what it's called? Yes?
Yes.
And Trish Stratus was on there, so you knew something was going to happen. Now we're going to get Trish Stratus and Charlotte, which was supposed to happen at WrestleMania.
I think so.
Yeah, and or not WrestleMania. I think it was supposed to happen at Evolution was supposed to have Alexa Bliss and Trish Stratus, and then WrestleMania had what it was intended to have with the triple threat.
Yep.
So this is a big match. I think you and I agree that Trish is one of the greatest of all time. Charlotte is probably going to go down at the end of the day as the greatest of all time.
She will be.
I mean, there's no doubt.
I think she already is.
And it wasn't even her dream. It was her brother's dream. And she got into the wrestling. I mean, she's been in the business her whole life, but she didn't get into that until later in life. And she's an athlete.
Yeah. And I think this is like our, as men almost, it's like your Hogan Rock sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
where you got generations.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is,
Because you had a guy that dominated the late 70s, all of the 80s, early 90s, with the NWO, even all the way through the 90s. I mean, Hogan dominated the 80s, the 90s, up until 97, 98 when Stone Cold came around, and then The Rock was big, in the 2000s. Hogan's a big deal,
Yep.
and as much as people don't like to admit it, Hogan, if you had a Mount Rushmore, I think we've talked about this in the past. Now, four guys. Who's your Mount Rushmore?
Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, and Ric Flair.
I can agree, and I have to...
I know you're going to put Shawn Michaels in there.
I have to. So if I'm pulling out one of those, it's tough because I think... And I would probably pull out The Rock, because I think Stone Cold had a bigger impact in the 90s. Hogan had it in the 80s, Flair the whole time,
Yep.
and then Michaels, you know how I feel about Michaels. So, but you could have any of those five guys up there. I mean, hell, I'd put Jericho up there if you were adding more. Jericho was, a mid-card, a top guy. He was all over the place, but you can still see that he draws.
Oh, yeah. He still does. He's still doing it.
And
That's the crazy part.
And what's amazing about him is that guy's done so much. He's a number one best-selling author.
Oh.
He's got a band with, Judas is a great hit, and that hit off pretty big. He's got the Jericho Cruise now. It's like, I'm bored. I'm going to find something new to do.
Yep.
And
Acolytes just beat Edge and Christian, by the way, who beat 3 other tag teams before them.
because they beat Draws and Prince Albert, right?
Yep. And Bradshaw's had a huge clothesline from Hell on Christian. So now
Was
it's
it before how much later does he become JBL?
it's probably '03, I think that happens.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're looking at another 4 years from now.
Okay. And he was a good heel.
Oh, he was a hell of a heel. JBL was a great heel.
And then you got
The
Farouk.
Acolytes were always good, though. I always like the Acolytes.
APA,
Damn.
Acolyte Protection Agency.
It's great.
So Charlotte and Trish, going to be a great match at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be that passing of the torch.
Yep, I think you're right.
It's a big time to do it.
SummerSlam, by the way, right? I think he's at WrestleMania.
Did I say it again?
I think so.
Probably because I wanted it WrestleMania.
Yeah,
is when it should
well,
happen.
that'd be good, but no, this is exactly that's all that it is. It's a passing of the torch. It's going to be good. Where'd they do Rock Hogan at?
WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that was Rock Brock. That was SummerSlam.
WrestleMania. Rock Hogan.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
What was it?
of.
18. Rock Hogan.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Rock Brock because Rock Hogan would be like Medusa and Charlotte, or Medusa and Trish at the time. This is more like Rock Brock, which happened at SummerSlam, because he passed the torch to Brock, who was going to be the next guy. And he was the star then, just like Trish was the star then, and Brock was the star at that point.
Do you feel like
Brock will always be star. But
Yeah. Do you feel like that Brock Lesnar's been passed a kind of a torch a few different times? From Rock, he also got it. I don't care what people say. When he beat Taker, that was a big deal. And passing of a torch, basically, like I'm losing it to him.
That was huge.
Now, what do you think had the bigger impact? That match, Brock winning, or Roman destroying Taker at WrestleMania?
Brock winning.
I agree.
No one thought that was going to happen.
No, not at all. I was there for that, and I was excited. I had my Eat, Sleep, Break the Streak. Still have that shirt. Love it.
Nobody thought that was going to happen.
No.
Except Paul Heyman. He thought it was going to happen.
Yeah, you could see it. Oh, my God. And only a few people knew. Brock and Taker knew. Vince knew. I think Paul knew, obviously,
Probably.
the ref. And then there was, I think, 1 or 2 other people in that, like Triple H, I think he knew. And there was, I think, 1 other, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give away something like that because it loses its appeal.
And, Brock we talk about Brock, he's a quiet guy, and he's always been reserved in himself. But you can see that backstage video, what was it, the WrestleMania after Brock beat him, which was 30. So at WrestleMania 31, you could see, remember that with Brock and Undertaker in the back? He's like, "You ready? Let's go. Let's do that." He's basically pumping him up.
Yep.
And you could see that Brock respects the Undertaker.
Oh, absolutely.
They're both reserved guys. Undertaker's always been a respected guy in the back, from the 90s till now. We're talking 30 years almost. Been respected, been a top guy, and Brock, has respect for that. And one of those people, if they ever do, more of a WWE 24, a follow along, or kind of, I do want to see, I'm intrigued the most by Brock because he's so quiet. And I just want to see, who he actually has respect for in the back. I wondered about all that stuff with Seth, where you're kind of forgetting, this is, entertainment. But it seems tough, and you just wonder, is Seth just do it, man, just beat my ass?
Oh, I'm sure he does. I mean, he's still a professional. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Yeah, because, we watched that thing where...
Big Show and Taker coming in.
When Brock... you saw that when Brock came through after winning at WrestleMania and threw the belt at I think it was WrestleMania, threw it at Vince.
Yep.
You think that was staged?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think
I just wonder, do you think that Brock's one of those guys that no matter how much he might piss Vince off, Vince is always going to have him there?
Yeah. Just like Austin would, just like Rock would, just like a lot of those guys are making them. It doesn't matter. You're making them money. Yeah, definitely Michaels.
Michaels put him through hell.
Yeah. I mean, but they're guys that are making him money.
What's the dog's name? We
Pepper.
talked about this. Pepper. What happens with this whole thing with the dog?
Dog looks scared as shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at it shaking. Speaking of dogs,
I was talking
Road Dog.
I was talking today.
Oh, you didn't know?
With a coworker when I was in St. Mary's, and her cousin married a former wrestler.
Who's that?
What was her name? Infinity from TNA. And she was on that a lot before they got big and got on TV. And so she or her husband used to hang out with Al Snow all the time. Al Snow's from Lima.
Yep.
And so that was pretty cool to discuss with her about that. And Jeremy had mentioned this in the past that I thought was pretty awesome. So we talked a little bit about wrestling and that person. So she had met apparently Stone Cold Steve Austin on a plane. And I was like, that's a person you want to meet.
Yeah,
for
be
wrestling.
awesome.
That would be great. So who's that? Does he have a fanny pack?
Yes, he does.
Fantastic. And he's wearing all white.
Yep, and he's going to get into a little. He's bitching
Tommy
about how he's
Hilfiger.
not on the card. He's going to get into a little spat as Jericho comes out here. It's actually a pretty good back and forth.
Is Jericho a face here?
No, Jericho is heel.
He's
Total heel. Oh yeah.
Even 3. So it was 3 months after he came, and
3
he
weeks.
Turned, this is 3 weeks later, and he turned heel quickly.
August 9th, 1999 is when he made his debut on Raw. So 3 weeks. Because this is August.
3 weeks later, and he's a heel.
August 22nd. He came in. I mean, he came in, and here he comes out right now. He came in, and everyone loved him because they knew who he was. But yeah, he came in as a heel immediately.
Yeah, and then he went against Rock.
He was a heel in WCW when he left.
Yep. And so the big thing here is at the end of SmackDown, they do this thing in the back where your girl, Charlie, is going to interview Roman. So Roman's walking through the back, and then all of a sudden, all this shit just falls on him. And you're like, what? And so you can see a forklift pushed it over, and you're like, what happened? What happened? And he gets out from under it. He didn't get hurt. And he's just kind of dumbfounded, looking around like, what the hell happened? EMTs are trying to take him, and he just keeps walking, looking around like, what's going on? So we all think it's probably Samoa Joe taunting him because they're the feud right now. That would be awesome. I'd be excited for that, to see what happens with Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. That would be a good feud.
I think it will. I think it's going to be.
Right. So that's Raw and SmackDown right now. What do we got from Jason?
So from Jason, let's see here. Oh, I got to pull it up. Like I said, he's on vacation, so I had to go through text and so I can't throw my phone into the trash when I'm done with it today. And I did not even look at these. Normally I will. I did not today. But I made fun of him because he said he was camping as his vacation. I said, I don't think staying in an 80-foot RV with TVs in it is camping, but whatever. All right, number 1. It's about that time the WWE Network mirrored the format of Netflix. They will probably get more members since it's easier to use and navigate. Your experience.
With Netflix?
No, with
the
WWE Network. I mean, like I said, I watched it once since I re-downloaded it, and it was a little weird. But it's a change, so I had to find out what I was doing. But I like it. It's nice. The only thing I don't like is that, like, the old one, when you would play Raw or Nitro or something, it would keep going. This one doesn't. It stops, and then you got to play the next one.
Right.
So that's my beef about it. But it's not bad so far.
So you still have to, because it stops and it doesn't keep rolling through.
Yeah.
Like in Netflix, it gives you, 10, 15 seconds and rolls on to the next
Which
episode.
I'm surprised it doesn't do this because it did in the last one. So
Right.
which is odd.
Stone Cold's your favorite of all time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I like Stone Cold a lot, but I watched it. Obviously, Michaels is mine, and then Jericho's probably second. Because when I watched, Jericho, I took a sabbatical from basically 99 to 01, which is probably the best and worst times to take a sabbatical.
Yeah. Not great.
But, I watched Stone Cold, watched that whole thing. But when Michaels kind of went away, that was it for me. And I liked Stone Cold a lot. I thought he was cool. But I was like, damn, Shawn was, my childhood, 93, 94 when I started watching. He was the man.
Yep.
And for 4 or 5 years, so that's what I focused on. And then he went, and that was that for me.
Yeah, and, he came back in, 02, I think?
Right.
And came back in that awesome Elimination Chamber match, which was solid. All right, number 2 from Jason. WWE has a lot of heat here recently because they are not including the women's division. My thought is, quote unquote, me too. Your thoughts? They're not I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. What do you mean they're not including the women's division? Is he talking about
Tag? Like tag, I haven't seen much in the tag team.
I don't know. It just says women's division.
I assume Iconics are still the champs. I don't even know because we haven't seen them.
Maybe they haven't been on TV a lot lately.
No, the women have really not. When you look at it, they've kind of taken a back seat.
By the way, this is great from Jericho. You go, maybe if doing it doggy style is having a Stevie Wonder haircut and wearing some crappy clothes, I guess that's what that is, Daddy-O. Just Great Jericho right there.
You're probably dyslexic.
And whenever you say suck it, you're trying to say it. You're really trying to say it sucks.
DX sure sucks.
I like that. And then I think Road Dogg comes back at him here with like the worst comeback ever.
Oh, gosh. And the Road Dogg most definitely sucks. Crowd cheering. Thought he was a heel.
He is.
But they just love him. He's like an Austin.
Oh, yeah.
All the dweeps in the locker room. Dude, he was so good on the mic. He's still great on the mic.
I think Road Dogg's big comeback to this to start is... that's disgusting.
Sorry.
His comeback to this. His comeback to this is, "Why don't you shut up, bitch?" They didn't even play it.
And he said, "Uh-oh."
And Jericho puts the mic in his pants. It's great.
So apparently Road Dogg, his mama cares about him.
Here, watch his fanny pack on this one. Great fanny pack.
It's
a great suck it fanny pack right up there.
Oh, God, that's fantastic.
All right.
All right,
so they're done with this
on.
one. All right, I'm skipping to 3 because Jason's questioning is terrible here. When the Usos call every use, I feel like that is a bad word. Please explain the definition.
Oos. Brother. That's all it is.
There you go. How hard was that, Jason? Are you sure it's not like used?
Oos, brother.
Used.
That might be something. You're used.
I mean, it could be worse. They could be in jail.
Road Dogg going on commentary. That's funny.
Yes, he
and
is.
It's funny that
I think this next match is the hardcore one, and he just follows him around with the mic. It's great.
Who, Jericho?
No, Road Dogg.
Road Dogg. So something we didn't mention last week. We talked about how the Usos were dogging and Cena dogged them about their mugshots, and then he gets a DUI on Thursday night.
That was crazy.
Fantastic. There's Pepper.
Yep.
Locked up. All right, what's next?
Yeah, this is good. I like it when Road Dogg sits down at the desk there with Jerry the King Lawler, and he says, "I don't care. Y2J, Y2K. I don't even have a computer. Who cares?" Great line by Road Dogg. Number 4.
What does everybody want?
Head.
Perfect.
What does everybody need? Head. Number 4. Speaking of the Uso Penitentiary, how is that Filmic working for them now? FILMIC? Filmic?
The hell is that?
I don't know.
You want me to Google that?
Put
it in the Google machine?
What's the word? Look at Al Snow, by the way.
Filmic.
FILMIC. I'm about to jump off that JLG right here.
It's an app.
Boss, man.
A mobile video?
Nice.
I have no idea. I don't know what he's asking.
Yeah. I don't know either. He must have been drunk this morning when he sent this.
Probably.
Number 5.
We just skip right over it.
Yep. Smackville was the dumbest event of the year. Kind of like having pumpkin spice creamer all year round.
That's it?
That's it.
Smackville.
I didn't even know what that was. It was on WWE Network, I think. But I don't know what it was.
I don't either.
He texted me about it, and I wasn't watching it, so he couldn't help me there.
So Smackville. Let's check it out. Smackville was a professional wrestling show and the network event on the 27th. Kofi defended the championship against Samoa Joe and Dolph Ziggler, and he won. So I think that Nashville, I remember they just kind of did this on a whim. People couldn't get in to the event, and then they got in and they're like, we're going to make a show. Oh. Okay, whatever.
Okay, yeah. But he's right. Having pumpkin spice creamer year-round is stupid.
I agree.
That's a fact.
It's terrible.
It should never be around.
No.
Numbers. This one's going to make you laugh. Number 6. Either I missed a podcast or Brandon in a torture rack was clickbait. That's good right there. That's funny. That's funny.
You missed a podcast. We'll go with that.
That's funny.
Did he put 6 twice?
No.
Oh, okay.
I might have said it twice, but he did not. He actually has these in order. Number 7. Oh, this one's going to be tough for you. You just went on a diet. Currently, what's your favorite meal?
Currently?
Currently.
On the current diet, I love, I've been eating fish and it's only been 3 days, but fish and chicken.
What kind of fish? Can it be
got
any, or do you have
I've got
to have,
salmon, I've got pollock, I've got tilapia,
obviously
I've got
nothing
it all.
breaded, I would imagine.
No, can't. So, but chicken probably because I
Salmon is
love
delicious.
chicken. And so the chicken, what I do is I put seasoned salt, garlic salt. I have a hot rub that's amazing, local hot rub that's made locally here, and then pepper. And
I got a hot rub too.
Nice. And
Yeah.
then I eat that with some jalapenos on top of that. And then today I actually opened up the jar of, there's marinara that's approved because it's just basically tomatoes and a few other things. And it's been approved, but it's $7 a jar that I had to buy this shit for. Dip the chicken in that. It was fantastic. But my go-to meal for lunch this whole week is, you might like this, so it's ground turkey. I have it seasoned up with all the seasonings. I like my shit spicy, mixed with eggs. And then I use Frank's Red Hot because Frank's Red Hot's approved. Sriracha is not.
Egg whites or eggs?
No, you can have any eggs
Any
you want.
eggs. Okay.
And with Frank's Red Hot, it's really good.
Okay, not bad.
What about you?
Right now, because I'm fat, Taco Bell. And I'm not on a diet. And that's usually all I ever have time to eat because I haven't had time to go to the store to get groceries. So.
Yeah, and I'm basically doing this whole 30 thing with Shiv because he needed somebody to do it with him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just for fun try to get to 199 because I haven't weighed that since the beginning, right before freshman year. So it's whatever.
Yeah, and I don't care if I'm fat right now. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna stick
but
with
fat for you is how much?
I think I'm like 175 right now.
Okay, and you're
That's-
what, 6'1"?
That's fat. Yeah, but that's fat. But that's the thing. I have a gut. If it was 175, like muscle, I'd be different.
Yeah,
I have a gut. I'm fat.
200 on me is gonna look like I could be shredded at 200, and when I was usually walking around carrying weight, when I got fat, you remember back in 2011 when Brandon called me fat. When Brandon calls you fat, he's like, dude, you're getting fat. So
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
when you
that
know.
HBK shirt was fitting a little tight, and so I put it on recently and I swim in it. So I'm like, I was 255 then. And my normal walk-around weight was about 230, 235, and then I dropped down to 220, and I just eat better. And I'm like, okay, so if I get down to 200, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
You have to look at this, by the way.
Big Boss Man?
So they're across the street at a bar, and the guy was just outside drinking a beer and just cheering like no other. By the way, do you know who the ref is?
Is that Teddy Long?
Yes, it is. That's Teddy Long.
Man,
Look,
he's kind of big.
The creepy guy.
With the long hair and the
Yep.
mullet? Is it
Yep.
Billy Ray?
I don't know.
Is he
who it
singing that
but
Old
he's
Town
so
Road?
Creepy. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy on the phone. That's like perfect camera shot right there.
You know that big song that's on right Old Town Road?
Yeah.
With Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. So it just broke the record for longest stint at number one. It was like 17 weeks. Longest ever. And Billy Ray, so in the song he talks about having a Maserati. Lil Nas X bought him a Maserati.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that was pretty nice. And Billy Ray, so he's back on the map. So it's funny that our generation is going to remember him for Achy Breaky Heart. This new millennials and generation is going to remember him for
Old Town Road.
Right. And Grayson sings that, by the way. So when we go through her in the car and, the whole thing starts, riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheat on my baby. You can go and ask her. And he says, my life is a movie, bull riding and boobies. Grayson loves that. And then he says,
like boobies too.
Cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my booty. Grayson finds it hysterical. So he sings both of those pretty loud.
Good.
So hopefully ex-wife's not listening. Yeah, it's
she'll get
whatever.
over it.
Right. What else we got from Jason?
All right. So, and by the way, he did say your favorite meal, so that would be the number 10 cheesy gordita crunch combo. That's what I get now. Just
Is that what he said his favorite is?
No, that's mine. I just said Taco Bell, so I was giving you an actual meal.
So my actual meal from Taco Bell, though, I like to get double-decker tacos, all right, with the spicy shell instead of the regular spicy Dorito shell in there, and then get those and then add sour cream. It's my shit when I go there.
Do you think Jason needs to send us his Taco Bell order? Even though I know what it is, I'm going to have him send his Taco Bell order on the next questions he has to ask next week.
Okay, sounds great.
Even though I know exactly what he gets.
And
Because
you
he
know
got
what?
the same thing every time.
For fun, I want him, because I'm going to put him in our list for SummerSlam, have him give us his SummerSlam picks.
Okay.
We'll match him up, see how he does.
Okay.
And I'll have Jeremy give his too.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh, and then, maybe we can give away a shirt to whoever has more.
If they beat us.
Or we just keep them.
Yeah, we'll keep them.
They won't beat us.
Yeah.
All right, number 8, and this is the last one. I'll send you a YouTube of famous comedian Theo Von cutting a wrestling promo. You got to listen to it on the pod. I don't know who Theo Von is. But
Next week.
But I have the YouTube right now.
You have it up?
Well, it's loading, but it's about to be up.
He's cutting a wrestling promo.
Hold on a second.
On the YouTube machine.
I gotta turn this up. We're gonna take it to the back. He's, by the way, in front of a dumpster. If you look,
Road Dogg, what you were saying was following him?
yeah, oh, he still is. It's great. He's in front
that?
of a dumpster. That's Theo Von. That's the guy.
Okay.
That's the comedian. So here we go.
You're going to play it into the mic so I can hear it?
Minute 54.
All right, let's do it.
And here he comes. It's the two-time TFATK champion. Rat King, can we get a word? You can get a whole sentence, little Jerry. It's Gianni. What took so long to get the belt in the first place? Listen here, baby Jarvis. Everybody knows that Brandon Shopvac and Brian Callis got a little bit of slow in their mojo. But you can't hurry fate, can you? And you can hear the belts are coming. And they's a rolling around the bend. And I ain't took an L since I don't know when. Are you worried about protecting your dynasty? I ain't worried about nothing. And you could tell them this and you could tell them that, little Bobby. And you could tell them that and you could tell them this. They said he can't win one, and it was done. And they said he can't win two, and the rat came through. You keep saying they. Who's they? Can you explain that? I'm talking to the hate layers and the naysayers. Chris Dent-Leah sending me naughty emails at night after his shattered rap career. And Andrew Samtami, that alcoholic burn victim. They're all after my cheddar. They want a beso, the queso,
Chris D'Elia
baby.
was on that song with Logic and Eminem at the end. Mocking Eminem, but it obviously approved.
Techie Mapleport, and that hungry skeleton, Honey Chinch Cliff, and that little Vietnamese side rib, Mr. Barbie Lee. You want to get in bed with the lead, brother? You want to roam with the chrome? You know where to find me. Because I'm the highlight with the pyrite. I'm the vermin with the sermon.
I thought he was going to say sperm.
And don't you forget it. Because the road to the strap goes through the rat.
There's a rat on top of the dumpster.
That is fantastic.
That was good right there. I like that.
Oh my gosh.
This is how I know Jason does nothing all day. Right there. Right there showed me that he does nothing all day, that he had to find that.
Oh, that's fantastic. So this weekend, I was going to tell you too, we're supposed to get a stat of the day from Robbie in the lobby, but he's going to give us a top 10.
Ooh, top 10 stats?
Yeah, we
That's
might
a lot
get
of
those.
stats. By the way, Al Snow beat the Big Boss Man for
Nice.
the Hardcore Championship.
Nice.
And now Jesse Ventura, Mankind were talking. Actually, kind of funny because they were doing an actual promo, and then Mankind broke character and talked about politics. Jesse Ventura with the good old, she's just a bleeding heart liberal. Very funny because whoever he beat, I don't know who it was the first time, but it was quite hilarious. Little funny segment in there.
SummerSlam sold out at the Target Center.
Ooh, is next Blackman and Ken Shamrock?
Shamrock, I think
Lions
so.
Den match?
Yep. All right, so let me go into Jeremy's stuff.
All right.
SummerSlam 99. I was looking at the card and actually don't remember this one, so I may watch it along with you guys while listening to the episode.
I like it.
I guess when I saw Shane versus Test on the card in a Greenwich street fight, two things come to mind. One, how great were the Mean Street Posse?
Fantastic.
Agreed.
Hated them. That's how I knew they were good.
I thought this was a hilarious gimmick. Growing up on the mean streets of Greenwich. And then the other memorable storyline was the infamous Test-Stephanie relationship storyline going on probably around that time, I would assume. That was some classic stuff. I love Steph turning heel. She was amazing in the role. And so, yeah, just your thoughts on those two things. And I'm eager to watch that pay-per-view again. Side note, I'm going for a jog and we'll be back in about 45 minutes. So if you start before then, I'll be able to jump in with some trivia. So he didn't realize, he forgot we're doing the 100th episode with sports. So I told him, he hasn't done it yet. I said, get us 3 wrestling trivia questions. So he says, I got them ready whenever you're ready for them. So we'll have it. It's 2-2 right now. So I was wondering about this because I read it before you hear it.
Damn it, you wrote it down below the scores. Now
What?
I gotta change it.
I didn't write anything.
Was that me?
That was you. I didn't write anything.
That's not my writing.
Let me see it.
Definitely not my writing.
Let me see what it says.
That's you. It's last week's episode. That's you.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Not my writing.
So I wrote the name of the episode.
Look on top. It says Jeremy Quiz, my handwriting, and then look at yours. My handwriting is shit.
A Ranchy Raw Reunion.
Yours is good. Mine is shit.
Well,
I have very
That's
bad.
actually shitty handwriting.
I have
that
bad
I did. I went fast. Mine's normal. It's not bad.
I have bad handwriting.
So, are you a doctor?
I am not.
Are you a puppy doctor?
No. I'm not smart enough for any of that. I'm like a. How do I want to put it?
Are you a bumblebee doctor?
No, I am a. How do I want to put this without sounding weird?
Ranchy and raw?
I'm a cup expert.
Fair enough.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. So before we go into those trivia questions, your thoughts on the Test and Stephanie relationship angle?
I liked it, and I'm pretty sure they actually were in a relationship
Yeah, for a little bit.
for a little bit, not the whole thing, but
Because she started talking with Triple H.
Tess sucked.
He did.
He was never. I mean, he's big, so it was good, but he was always going to be a mid card kind of guy. He was never going to be a top guy.
What is this match, by the way?
This is Ivory and Tori
Okay.
for the women's title. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I think Tori has the title right now.
All right, we got a suplex, right? Yeah.
By the way, Ivory was just recently.
Another suplex. Yeah, she was on the Raw reunion.
Yes, still looking great. By the way,
Won the 24/7 championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's a sign in the back that says "I poop too much." God,
Jeremy, look for that. I poop too much.
gotta love '90s.
What was that? Oh,
Can you click just to see where we're at time wise, but that we don't pause it or anything? And just kind of
that was Beavis and Butthead. I poop too much.
I poop too much. So we are at 1 hour and 38
Seconds.
40
seconds.
41, 42,
Just so you're
43.
caught up.
Just if you're there or not.
Yes, Jeremy, if you're watching along, I hope so. Jason, maybe you are pretending to work and watching.
In the camper.
Oh, he's in the camper. All right, so this will actually release tomorrow. So this is odd because we switched it up this week. So 99 Wrestling is releasing on Thursday, and then the Sports 100th episode, The Pod Beats Patty Boggs, is releasing on Sunday at noon.
Yes.
As long as I'm not hammered.
Yes.
Yes. So, are we ready for his trivia questions?
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. Should we write down our answers? Because I read it before you get to hear it.
Wait, you just read the question, right?
Yeah, I just read the question, but like I'm reading it and then I can process it quickly. But I'm saying, should we just write them down and we each get points if we have to?
No, I think we can both.
All right.
I don't think we're going to change our guesses off of it. When we're both ready, we'll just both say it.
All right. So here's what we'll do. I'll read it and then we'll just do 1, 2, 3, say it at the same time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Give us question number 1. Let's see if he's got it. He's got to come back. And I'll let you know when it comes up. So in this, what's she doing? A springboard?
No,
she's going to do the Cesaro swing.
Yeah, the old.
So maybe this was a ivory swing?
It's an ivory swing, yes.
So she started the swing.
I would swing with her.
I'm sure you would.
I would. Yeah, I just said that.
Give me your top 3 divas you'd swing with.
Trish.
All time.
Trish, number 1. Tori Wilson, number 2. Charlotte, number 3.
That's funny because my 3 are not any of those 3.
Yeah, well, we knew Alexa would be there.
Alexa's there.
Yep.
Maurice is there.
Yep.
Kelly.
So you were all like newer.
Well, Maurice is older.
Whoa.
She's around,
Why was she
2000s.
grabbing there?
Mid to late 2000s.
Yeah, she grabbed somewhere very inappropriate there.
Yes.
Rhymes with Dolores.
Oh, man. So while we're waiting on this, since this is a long episode, we're an hour and 23 minutes in, I'm going to just remind people to check out Wes Anderson, Moments of Time. He just had his first show, by the way.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you see
Saw
the
it
video?
on
It's
the
pretty
Twitter
awesome.
machine.
Saw it on the Twitter machine?
Saw it on the tweeter.
Yeah, so congrats to Wes. We're happy for you. And thanks for Moments in Time, the official theme song of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to Brandon, All Wear Clothing, for the shirts. We love them. Love the hoodies. The hoodies are going to be great when it becomes winter time here.
Oh, whoa. There goes some pants.
Uh-oh.
Pants are coming off. Oh,
Pants on the ground.
and
Pants
top,
on the ground.
The top's coming off.
Is it?
Top's coming off. Oh, boy.
You said it was Ivory and...
Oh, is that Luna? It is Luna.
She's dead too, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Do you think those are real?
No.
No, not at all. Not even close.
So Luna... Who was Ivory fighting again?
Tori.
Sorry. Tori. Okay.
Just Tori, not Tori Wilson. Just Tori. It also was hot.
She kind of looks like Fergie.
Yeah, I could see that.
There's Dwayne with Michael Cole.
Look at the Rock.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. He's typing. Typing.
And Rock just kicks Michael Cole out of there. Does his own
Let's start
interview.
off easy. Who had the finishing move We'll both get this, so give us 3 points. The world's strongest slam. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Mark Henry. All right, both got it. Next. Thanks, Jeremy. I love it. He said, sorry for the delay. I'm like, dude, it's fine. I love that he can partake on the show while we're doing it. So when he's listening to this, he knows exactly what was going on and what he was getting ready to ask.
Yep.
It's fantastic. While we wait, we'll continue on. So thank you to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Sean, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area and not
The Pacific Ocean.
Perfect. Thank you to Cassandra at PNC, who can help with all of your banking needs, whether it be loans, credit cards, or personal banking. She is there to help. And thank you to Steve at Savage & Associates for Frickers on Saturday. We are looking forward to the meal and for the place for us to record. Is that the first time it's something other than here or the garage? I believe so.
Yes.
We're looking forward to it.
I mean, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to give us more about the Frickers and the Steve.
Eat the barbecue chicken chunks with the ranch. And as I listened on the last one, from the heavens, fuck blue cheese.
And it's going to be
Oh, yeah.
the cream of the crop. Ranch in a shot glass. Ranch.
Have you ever poured ranch on your Slim Jim after you snapped into it?
No.
Me either. I poured some ranch on Miss Elizabeth once, though. Licked it right off.
All right, here we go. Question 2. Hopefully you guys didn't see this stat yet. How many years has it been since Brock Lesnar last wrestled on Raw? Closest gets the point.
He said years?
Didn't see this yet. But how many years has it been since Brock Lesnar last wrestled on Raw?
It's 2019.
I've got my answer. And we'll go on 3.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
4.
15. Okay, this should be interesting. 4 and 15 are the guesses. So, gosh. I'm probably way off. If you went 4,
Oh, I'm definitely way off.
really?
Oh, I think so.
Was he even there? 17 years. Holy shit.
He hasn't
so I get
done
the
since
point.
2000. You don't get the. No one gets the point. We both
I
got it
said
wrong.
closest wins.
Oh, that's a bullshit.
Closest gets the point. Look. It's right there.
Stupid.
It's like that multiple choice. 17
Well,
years.
he should have made that one multiple choice. Christ.
Here, who did he fight? 17 years, man. 2002.
Who did he fight?
This is 4-3 now.
Steve Blackman.
Tommy Dreamer.
Interesting.
Question 3. That's a great question.
17. I mean, I had a feeling it was going to be a little bit, but not 17.
It said, let's get old school with the final question. I fully expect Bear to know this one.
We're going to see. By the way, Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman stepping into the lion's den.
All right, here we go. Raven was big in ECW and WCW, but what was his character name in the WWF before heading to both of those promotions to become Raven?
Yeah, I got it.
And I don't. So 1, 2, 3.
Johnny Polo.
Johnny Polo. Johnny, I would have never guessed that.
I'm hoping. I'm
That's
pretty sure.
his guess. I got nothing.
He was manager. He looks so different. Well, not really, but.
Yes, Bear is the man. That's exactly what it says.
Mm-hmm. He looked really different, but I mean,
He said, nice job.
he straight up wore he looked like so preppy. It was weird. He wasn't the grungy, Raven. It was weird. Hold on a second. I'll find a picture for you what he looked like.
Yeah, I want to see it. The man, that's pretty good. He he knows what you are gonna get.
It took a second, but I got it.
So he was when I talked to him today. The question that he went back and forth on to be final. Holy shit!
Right?
Damn, is that no mustache, no beard, and that's what's getting me. So what he was going to originally put as a Final Jeopardy is one you actually missed. What the hell?
Wild, right?
That's crazy. He looks older then.
I know, dude. It's weird.
So So the fun thing that he was telling me today is he was going to give the trivia question that you guys actually missed and I got right was somebody named their kid after Owen Hart, blah, 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 and it was Kevin Owens. And, that was easy for me, but, it was just a quick thought.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one. Because I would not. I mean, I get it, but I would have never got that. All right.
So, okay, he said, okay, so still tied, right? That'd be hilarious if each week you keep matching each other. Cool. Excited to hear the show, and I'm excited for Saturday. Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Thank
See
you,
Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy. So he is 4-4. I got to give him the score. 4-4 now, right?
Yep.
All right. So on Saturday when we do trivia, do we get like lifelines? Ask the audience.
We could. I think we could. Or we can have the audience like do a steal thing.
Or how about we team up against the audience? So we'll just match points again, but we team up against the audience.
We could do that.
All right. So I'm going to tell him right now we want 10 trivia questions for Saturday.
10
trivia questions for Saturday. I'll say we will do that between, 1 and 2?
Yeah, that'll work.
2 p.m. if you are available. We are going, so we'll have Shiv with us because Shiv's, co-hosting with us, you and me. So we're going to have Shiv, Bear, and me against the crowd. So it'll be good.
I like it.
So what'll happen is, I can ask these questions, and we can just say somebody, do they lose a point if they miss it?
No, just someone else gets a chance to steal.
All right. So, but it's the crowd versus us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If someone in the crowd gets it wrong, then we get that chance back.
So, and at that point, I might just give the phone to somebody else, to be on the mic. I can give it to anybody that is there. Maybe somebody that's not a sports person like Clay or Brandon, because Brandon, he hosts the grown-ups, so that'll be fun. He could do it. Also, when we talked about this crossover show we're going to do, so I think we briefly hit on this. We are going to do the crossover.
Yep.
We're going to record with them at their place, and they're going to give us the RSS feed so that we can put it on ours. So it'll be probably episode like 75 for them and 150 for us, by the time that happens.
Brandon, we're going to have Brandon.
Yeah, we have to have
that
Brandon.
Yeah.
So the thought is, and we talked about this, and I kind of paired it up too. I was like, Brandon and I will go together since we're we kind of lead the direction of what's going on and have the agendas. And then I thought about pairing you up with Jeff because I think that'd be a great pairing. And then pair Clay up with Brandon because I feel that Brandon has the least knowledge of the whole thing and Clay is just on point.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then, but we got to figure out what to do with Shiv. So Shiv might have to go with Brandon if Jason's hosting. Or we have on another guest and Shiv is paired with them or, whatever.
Yep.
We can do whatever we need to. We can have a guest that's been on here routinely. We've got Jeremy would be a good one, but I don't think he'd come up for it. Jason would be. We could get, and what I think we might do is get Cody Bryan over there. His wrestling knowledge is insane.
Okay.
Like, absolutely insane. I remember asking the most ridiculous trivia questions, and he just knew. He's like, oh, yeah, that was in 1985 on June 2nd. And it was about 8:10 p.m. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? That's just, he knows his shit from old school. He doesn't really watch anymore unless big stuff's happening. But,
So me?
Yeah, exactly. So I appreciate what's happening. So what do we got here in this Lions Den match?
Blackman and Shamrock, they're beating the shit out of each other. They really are. I mean, straight up beating the shit out of each other in this match. So it's been a good one so far. We're going to see what Shamrock's going to do here. Nice suplex off the back.
That's a familiar sound we haven't heard in a while, by the way.
What's
Hear
that?
them?
The cicadas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a thing that
August means
cicada
that time.
that security Jeff put up about cicadas screaming. They scream because they want to get laid. I'm like,
Jesus.
Okay. That is interesting. Thank you, security Jeff.
Yeah, much appreciated. Even though I think that's rubbing their legs together, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be.
I think
So,
that's what that is.
Plugging the grown-ups again. Check them out on SoundCloud. Just had episode 68. I was fortunate enough to be on that. I appreciate
Too
those
bad it wasn't
guys.
69.
Right. 69. Their episode 69, I think they said is going to be giggity. So I'm looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. We talked about endings of movies. And did you ever watch because we've got a lot. We can cover so much stuff because we're watching SummerSlam. We've still got an hour and a half to go. We got a long time.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Remember Me with Robert Pattinson and
Nope.
What is it, Emily DeRaven or something? She's Belle on Once Upon a Time.
No.
So in this movie, it's a love story, and basically Robert Pattinson, I remember watching this with that ex-wife. Robert Pattinson is basically her parents don't approve of him. His dad doesn't really think he does anything. He doesn't have a job. So he goes in, towards the end of the movie, he's going in for an interview, at and you don't know where. It's with his dad, but his dad was running late. So he's going in for the interview. He wants to change his life. And then all of a sudden it cuts to a school where they're writing September 11, 2001. And then it zooms out and pans out, and he's on top, on the top floor of the Trade Center.
Interesting.
And you're like, what a fucked up way to end a movie that was a love story. You didn't expect it. You're like, this is fucked. Like, I can't believe this is happening right now.
Yeah, no, I see why I probably didn't watch it and won't watch it.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Besides Robert Pattinson, but the rest of it.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson is a great actor. He's got he's the new Batman, which I'm excited for. But most of his stuff, because people don't see it, they remember him for Twilight, which he hates, by the way. He wanted to be done after the first one, but he was obligated by his contract to do 3. Yeah. And that's what he's remembered by. So hopefully this changes it. He is a great actor.
I regret it. He made so much damn money off those movies.
But I'm sure because he's remembered for that, he probably hates that.
Oh.
But no matter who becomes Batman, people are like, what the fuck?
That's true. No one's Michael Keaton.
Right. Christian Bale was pretty good. I liked Ben Affleck. Kevin Conroy's the best with the animated. But, it's like when they cast the Joker. I don't think too many people balked at Joaquin Phoenix. Some did, still, because there's always going to be people balking. And there's going to be a lot of people. And this is why I like you, because you're not into the whole comic thing. This is the Joker movie, which is rated R, is an original story.
Yeah, I have no interest. I mean, I shouldn't say no interest, but I don't follow the comic book. And I don't get mad when it doesn't follow the storyline of the comic book.
And usually they don't follow it to a T, but this one is a complete original story. It's supposed to be dark, disturbing. So I'm like, if it's rated R, he's going to kill people.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be interesting because Joaquin Phoenix is a phenomenal actor. And just watching him cross over, we've seen him do Johnny Cash.
Yep.
We've seen him the movie Her. He was in Gladiator. He was in that. I mean, he's in a lot of stuff.
He was Julius Caesar, wasn't he?
He was not Caesar. He was he wasn't Caesar, but he was the villain, so to speak. He had a different name.
In Gladiator?
Yeah, he wasn't.
I thought that's what that was about.
No, I mean he's like Caesar's can be the name of the
He's
the
like
king.
the ruler or whatever.
Yeah, he's the ruler. So just I know we're getting off track, which is fine because we've got an hour and a half to talk about whatever. And we'll keep cutting in with this match. So what's going on here? And I'll find the stuff.
Yeah, Shamrock won. It's over.
Okay.
Yeah, he just
How'd he win?
He just drilled him in the head with a kendo stick, and he's out cold.
Jesus.
He's going sleepy.
He's going
fake sleepy.
He's
but
going
he's
sleepy.
He's going sleepy.
So,
Shamrock's a monster here. By the way,
can you tell me what year Walk the Line came out? When
06.
he was Johnny Cash? 05. Close. That's pretty good. I actually appreciate that you were damn close. I didn't realize it was that old, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Going back, his first movie was in what year? His first ever movie?
86.
85. Man, you're on point.
Man.
Kids Don't Tell. Interesting.
Never heard of it.
He was an 8mm. So Gladiator, he was Commodus, which, good movie. He was in Hotel Rwanda. He was in Signs. People forget about some of these movies.
Signs is good, too. Yeah.
Ladder 49, he was really good in.
Yep.
That was a great movie. Walk the Line, We Own the Night, which was really good. We Own the Night, he was actually a producer on that. I'm Still Here. He played himself. He was actor, writer, and producer, I would hope. The Master, which was good. The Immigrant, Her, Inherent Vice, Irrational Man. This is all recently. So he doesn't take big roles. He was in Mary Magdalene. He was Jesus in that. And then Joker's his big movie coming up. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. People like it. But the big movie this week, I'm going to actually see it Friday night with my ex-father-in-law, is Hobbs and Shaw. So Dwayne,
Shaw, that should be a good one.
Dwayne, it's a spinoff of Fast and Furious, but it's presented by Fast and Furious. So you've got Dwayne Johnson as Luke Hobbs, and you've got Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw. Going to be really good. You've got Vanessa Kirby. She is playing Hattie Shaw, the sister of Statham. And did you see any of the previews where with her in it? So she's like swinging, and they try to swing her to the other car, and Dwayne grabs her by the arm and flips her up into him, and she ends up in his lap.
Yeah.
And then he flips her over to the seat. And, he's kind of hitting on or Deckard Shaw's sister. And he's like, do you think I'm stupid? Of course I think you're stupid. When he's talking to him. And I'm like, this is going to be pretty funny.
It'll be good. It'll be a good movie.
Roman is playing his brher. Roman Reigns.
I saw that.
Is playing the brother. Idris Elba's playing a villain, which, talk about a great actor. Yeah. Idris Elba's really good. Fast and Furious 9, they're recording, but I think they halted it because a stuntman got hurt. So they halted production for a little bit. I doubt that we see Statham and Dwayne in that.
No, probably
Dwayne's
not.
at arms with Vin Diesel. And you know what? Whatever. I kind of want to see what they do with Hobbs and Shaw because I like Rock and Statham better than, Diesel and Paul Walker was one thing. They were a group. And then you got Rock and Statham kind of pair up pretty well. But now that Paul Walker's gone, it's...
In the other guys, Rock and Samuel L. Jackson,
they
should do a movie together.
When they jump off the damn building.
It's funny, by the way. So I was watching this as you were talking and watching the closed caption. So they have Test at 6'6", 270, okay? Now the Mean Street Posse's coming out now. Help out Shane, all his buddies. Shane, they had at 6'2", 240. Shane looked about 100 pounds lighter than Test. But he was 30 pounds less build.
Well, I mean...
That's why I love wrestling.
People carry weight differently.
Shane is not 240 right there. I would bet everyone's house on that. Shane is not 240.
Well, obviously less.
Yes. Much less. He's probably like 190, 200 right there, I bet.
Really? I would put him at like 215,
Shane's like
220.
5'10 right there. Pete Gas right there isn't even 270. He's fat. I like how they're sitting on a couch right ringside. How great is that?
A couch. So are they like Jersey Shore before Jersey Shore?
Yeah. Just so you're talking about the Mean Street Posse. I mean, that was...
So were they from...
hilarious.
Greenwich. It is Greenwich. So
this is a Greenwich street fight, too, by the way. It's a love her or leave her match.
Okay.
So if Shane wins, he can no longer date Stephanie. But if Test wins, Shane cannot harass him for dating Stephanie.
Okay.
So that's what this match is.
Picked him up from the back. He kind of looks like Kevin Nash.
This match is going to go 12 minutes and 4 seconds, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
So we got 12 minutes to figure other stuff out. All right. Let's see. We did Jeremy's stuff, so I'm going to give some on this day in history. How about that?
I like it.
So I'm not going to go to 17. Well, you know what? I'm going to go to Raw in 2017.
Okay.
Just to see, what was different then. Jeff and Matt Hardy beat Anderson and Gallows. 9-minute match. Not bad. Tozawa, Cedric Alexander, and Rich Swann beat Daivari, TJP, and Tony Nese. Seth Rollins beat Sheamus. 8 minutes. Roman Reigns beat Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe. Triple threat match. 14 minutes. Elias beat Kalisto. See, it's hard to... 2 years ago, Elias was there still. It's hard to believe it's been 2 years.
It does. It doesn't seem like it.
Bayley beat Nia Jax, and then Big Cass beat The Big Show.
Okay.
So most of those people are still there. Most of them.
Most.
How about a SmackDown taping in 2012?
Okay.
Check that out. Sheamus beat Tensai.
Tensai.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
You remember who Tensai is, right?
No.
Albert.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, no.
If I'm remembering correctly, Tensai is Albert.
From like 2009 to 2015 is it's a big no for me.
It's a big oofa.
Yeah. It's a
Here
big
you go.
I don't remember shit. Whoa.
Picture of Tensai.
Damn.
That's Albert, right?
Yeah, that's definitely Albert.
Yep.
Woo.
Oofa.
A big boy right there.
And Antonio Cesaro, he went by Antonio Cesaro, beat Santino Marella.
Oh, Test beating up the Mean Street Posse. That's rude.
Here's an interesting one. Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, and The Miz beat Jericho, Christian, and Kane.
Nice.
Ryback beat Jinder Mahal in a minute. Darren Young beat R-Truth in a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes, actually. Randy Orton beat Alberto Del Rio. And then a dark match, Cena beat Cody Rhodes and the Big Slow.
Well, it's the Big Slow.
Well, it's a big show.
Oh, boy. Mean Street Posse getting their asses whipped right now. That fan looks like he wants to get involved.
You want to go to TNA Live in 2010?
Oh, yeah. What's going on here? That should be good.
Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore beat James Storm and Robert Roode.
Okay.
Bobby Roode. Doug Williams beat Jay Lethal. Madison Rayne beat Angelina Love. Jeff Jarrett beat Desmond Wolfe. Jeff Hardy beat Matt Morgan. And RVD, the champ, Mick Foley as ref, beat AJ Styles.
Okay. Not bad. That's
one of their Saturday shows.
Yeah, that's still not half bad. A lot of big names there.
No. All right. How about let's go back to 2007 ECW taping.
ECW.
And they had a SmackDown taping on the same day from the same place. So let's go ECW first. John Morrison beat Joey Blalock. Stevie Richards beat Kevin Thorne. Big Daddy V.
God, Kevin Thorne sucked, didn't he?
Yeah.
That dude was... Wasn't he like the vampire dude at one point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wasn't very good.
Big Daddy V beat Brandon Gatson, Jeff Michaels, and John Mason in a handicap match. The Miz beat Balls Mahoney.
Balls.
In a minute and 47 seconds.
Balls.
CM Punk beat Elijah Burke and Tommy Dreamer.
CM who?
Punk.
Crunk?
CM Crunk. All right, let's go to the SmackDown taping that took place on the same day.
Okay.
Kane beat Chris Masters. Mark Henry beat Nate Nickerson. Matt Hardy beat MVP in arm wrestling, and then he beat him in a match. Via countout. 14-minute match. Beat him via countout. Jamie Noble beat Shannon Moore. Jimmy Wang Yang, remember him?
I think so.
Beat Kenny Dykstra. And then Batista and Ric Flair beat Deuce and Domino in a 14-minute match.
I don't remember Deuce and Domino.
All right. Let's keep going. So that's 2007 we're at.
Oof.
How about 2006? Monday Night Raw. Johnny Nitro beat Carlito and Shelton Benjamin in a three-way, is what it says. Match type, three-way.
Three-way. I like it.
Candice Michelle and Trish Stratus beat Mickie James and Victoria. John Cena beat Matt Stryker
Ugh.
in a minute by submission.
I'm not really a Matt Stryker fan.
Rory McAllister beat Johnny. And then Umanga beat Shawn Michaels. Umanga beat Shawn Michaels. So that was Raw. They taped SmackDown on the same day. William Regal beat Finlay. Elijah Burke beat Scott Wright. Crystal Marshall beat Ashley Massaro. Didn't she just die? I think Ashley Massaro just died, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Tatanka beat Sylvan.
Tatanka.
Batista beat Mr. Kennedy
Anderson.
in TNA. Vito beat the Brooklyn Brawler. You know, my favorite.
What the hell is going on with that?
Yeah. My favorite character of his, though, is when he shows up. What's your name, sir? Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. Love that gimmick.
Ace.
Idol Stevens and Casey James beat Scotty 2 Hotty and Sho Funaki. And then The Undertaker
Are you
beat...
talking about SmackDown's number one announcer?
Yes. The Undertaker beat King Booker.
I didn't like that King Booker character. I don't know why. I didn't think it was that good.
King of the Ring. Let's go SmackDown taping in 2001.
Okay.
Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare beat Jeff and Matt Hardy. 5 minutes. Kane beat Chris Kanyon. Almost 2 minutes. Bubba Ray Devon and Rhino beat Jericho, Christian, and Edge in 5 minutes. Kurt Angle beat Lance Storm, and Booker T fought to a draw, 10-minute draw with The Undertaker.
10-minute draw?
Correct.
Ugh.
All right, let's go back to 2000. Monday Night Raw first from Atlanta, Georgia, and then we'll do Nitro from Cincinnati. So July 31st, 2000, from the Georgia Dome in Monday Night Raw, Road Dogg and X-Pac beat Al Snow and Steve Blackman in a hardcore tag match. Jeff and Matt Hardy beat Christian and Edge. Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle beat Bubba Ray and Devon. Bradshaw and Farouk beat Bull Buchanan and The Good Father. Rikishi beat Taz. Chyna and Eddie Guerrero beat Perry Saturn and Venus. Kane fought to a draw with Big Show. And Lita and The Rock beat Triple H. Who was Triple H's partner?
Trish.
Yes. Correct. So let's compare that card to the Nitro card in 2000. How's that?
Okay.
We know it was starting to get bad.
Yeah, I think it already was bad.
Big Vito beat Buff Bagwell.
Point made.
Kwee beat The Artist.
Kwee-wee.
Who the hell was Kwee?
I have no idea.
Before I move on, I need to look up Kwee.
Kwee-wee.
Kwee.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember that.
Kwee. Alan Funk. That's Kwee. I remember him. I didn't know his name was Kwee.
Nope. Looks like a knockoff Scotty 2 Hottie.
Huh. He still fights. Lucha Libre. Chi-Chi, the Funkster, AAA, Kwee, Alan Funk, Bruce, Queen Herod, the Funkster. All right. Sting beat Jeff Jarrett. Brian Adams and Brian Clark beat Sean O'Hara, the Great Muda, Vampiro, and Mark Jindrak. Mark Jindrak was with Sean O'Hara, and the Great Muda was with Vampiro. Shane Douglas beat Billy Kidman. Miss Hancock.
Stacy Keibler. Yummy.
Beat Major Guns.
Oh, speaking of yummy.
Right. Scott Steiner beat Kevin Nash in a straitjacket match. And then Booker T beat Sting.
Booker T.
Which one would you have rather seen?
Miss Hancock.
So Nitro.
No, just Miss Hancock.
Oh, okay.
Obviously Raw.
Monday Night Raw. So let's go to, lastly, the Great American Bash, 1987, from Miami, Florida.
87.
Manny Fernandez and the Barbarian beat Bill Mulkey and Randy Mulkey. Bushwhacker Butch and Bushwhacker Luke beat Jimmy Garvin and Ron Garvin for the NWA Florida Tag Team titles. They kept them. Scott Hall beat Bob Cook. Barry Windham, your NWA Western States Heritage Champion, beat Incubus. Not the band.
The band?
Bugsy McGraw and Steve... What is that? Kern beat David Sierra and Ricky Santana. Okay.
Interesting.
In the NWA Tag Title match, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson retained over Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane. NWA Florida Heavyweight Championship, Mike Rotunda.
Do you think he ever was an accountant with the IRS?
He might have been. Do you think he has a kid named The Fiend?
Do you think he was ever on Wall Street?
He might have been. He beat Ivan Koloff. Kevin Sullivan beat Dory Funk Jr. in a Texas death match. And then War Games. Animal, Dusty Rhodes, Hawk, Nikita Koloff, and Paul Ellering, beat Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, Ric Flair, The War Machine, and Tully Blanchard.
Okay.
Interesting. So let's go to, let's first talk about, I'm going to save what happened 4 years ago to a wrestler of ours because we got time. We should cover him a little bit. So let's talk about birthdays today. Kid Cash was born in what year?
1969.
Beautiful.
Look at the Stooges coming out. Gerald and Briscoe.
50 years old. Who, by the way, both won the 24/7 championship this past week.
Beating the shit out of the Mean Street Posse. Oh.
And then
Hurt.
Eric Watts, born in 1985.
Yep.
The Destroyer and Jason the Terrible also have birthdays. And guess who? Let's see, 1962. So that'd put him at 7? John Laurinaitis. Happy birthday, John Laurinaitis. So what happened, unfortunately, 4 years ago, Bear?
Test won this match.
Well, this is many more years ago.
That was 20 years ago. Roddy Piper died. Yeah, it happens. That's how life works. No one lives forever. How did he die, though? I'm going to look that back up. I want to say heart attack.
Yeah, because he had cancer. He overcame that. So who just won? Test?
Yes, testicles. What does everybody want?
Testicles?
What does everybody need?
Oh, there she is.
Testicles.
There she is, a young Stephanie.
Is this before her enhancements?
I can't tell yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
She didn't even have to turn.
She still looks like she's like 10 here. It's creepy.
I don't care.
Oh, testicles.
How old was she here?
I'm trying to look up.
24, 23, 25?
Alrighty, dude. His death certificate cites a cardiopulmonary arrest caused by hypertension, listing a pulmonary embolism as a contributing factor, reported as a heart attack.
Interesting.
Yep.
So,
Sad.
we've got our episode, The Pod Beats Boggs, coming up.
61.
He was in Always Sunny.
61 years old. Way too
Remember
young.
his name without looking?
Damn it. Nope, don't show me. Don't show me.
No, this is Stephanie
Oh.
on the phone. I'm not going to show you. I'll give you a little bit of time.
Give me a second.
I'm looking up Stephanie's age right now. Because this was, what, 99?
Yeah.
So she was 22, almost 23.
Oh, so what is she, 43 right now?
She will be 43 in September.
How old's Hunter? Look that one up.
He's got to be
Close to 50, right?
damn near 50. I think he's 47 or 8. 50. He is 50. He just had a birthday
When?
4 days ago.
July 27th?
He turned 50.
Oh, well, happy birthday. H.
Triple H.
Damn it, it's really going to piss me off now.
He makes more money than she does.
How much he worth?
Well, he makes about $3 million a year. She makes $2 million.
How much is he worth, though?
I don't know. Probably about $30 million.
Man, I can't think of it.
The Maniac.
Maniac! I kept thinking Destroyer. It was stuck in my head and I couldn't get rid of it, so I had to say it. By the way, completely underrated tag team right here. Undertaker and Big Show.
Yeah.
Dude, beasts. And they're about to fight X-Pac and Kane for the tag team
X-Pac.
titles.
Triple H.
X-Pac!
I gave my guess at $30 million. What do you think he's worth?
That's probably pretty damn close. 25.
35.
Went the wrong way.
All right, let's see Stephanie's net worth. I'm going to say, she'll get daddy's money, but I'll say 20 now.
10.
Stephanie McMahon net worth.
10.
I say 20, you say 10. It's probably 15.
Probably.
Or 45 million.
45. Damn.
Oh, she owns 3% of WWE.
That would be why. Look up Shane. He's probably about 120.
You think so?
Well,
I'd put him at probably 80.
when he worked for that other company in China, when
Dude,
he
he
was
made a
gone for a
shitload of
while, he
money.
made a lot of money.
Shane McMahon.
He probably owns 3% too.
I'd say 80.
I'm saying 120.
35.
That's it? Mm-hmm. He's worth less than Stephanie, huh?
Yep. Probably because he left.
What about Vincent Kennedy?
$3 billion.
Oh, not that much.
He was, I'm going to say $3 billion.
I'm going to say 750 million.
Vince McMahon net worth 2019. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. There's your answer, buddy.
Oh, you're wrong. It's 2.9 billion.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Sorry, you're wrong. It's not 3. He probably would like that extra.
Let's see if it
0.1.
rounds up.
Nope.
2 point. Shit. He's the number 239 on the richest
in the
list.
world?
Yes.
That's the fact that he's worth $2.9 billion and he's the 239th
Well, wait a
richest
minute.
person in the world.
When did they pull this? Because I'm looking down here. Let me look at his Wikipedia. It has him at 3.2. Holy shit. 3.2 billion as of May. Damn.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot
The
of money.
network helped him a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and going public helped him a lot, too.
Oh,
I mean,
because he sold it off like, I need 100 million. I'm going to do this for XFL. Yeah. So if he loses out on that, it's still not a loss.
No. He's worth $3 billion and he loses $100 million. That's like if I lose a 20. Yeah, it sucks, but it's not going to hurt me.
Right.
Look at Kane. I like that new outfit he's got there.
So I'm going to...
And I shouldn't say Kane. I should say Mayor.
So Mayor.
There's another Mayor here.
Mayor!
Ventura, Lawler, Kane.
Well, Ventura's governor.
I'm sure he was mayor at some point of something.
Maybe.
I'm going to look it up now.
I don't know if he was. I'm going to just say he went straight to governor.
I'm sure he was a mayor at some point, though, of something.
Well, Arnold wasn't. He went to the governor of California.
Arnold Yeah, but Governor of California doesn't count.
So let's look at our timeline here, because I'm like, man, I wonder if we have to watch half of this week and half next week.
No, because it's almost over. So maybe I was
Is it?
wrong. Maybe it wasn't that. Yeah, because it's this match right here, and then it's the main event.
Oh, we got an hour left.
Yeah.
Huh, not bad.
Oh, no, sorry. There's the Rock and Mr. Ass are after this in a kiss my ass match. All right, let's see here. The body. Jesse Ventura.
Ventura. Yes, Satan?
All right, Wikipedia, you wouldn't lie to me. So he was the 38th governor of Minnesota, January 4th, 1999 to January 6th, 2003. He was the mayor of Brooklyn Park, so suck it.
Damn it. When?
January of 91 to January of 95.
Huh. I'll be damned.
Born, he just had a birthday too, a couple weeks ago, July 15th, 1951. Age? 68. Damn it. Been married to the same woman since 1975. Good for him.
Congratulations.
Parties? Green. Independent.
He's more right winger than anything.
98 to 2000, Reform.
Dude, okay, we know how big The Undertaker is. Look how big Big Show is.
And he here,
Is
that's
fucking
probably
jacked.
the best shape that he is in until
Now.
recent,
Yeah,
like right now.
He's looking good.
He is fucking huge right there. I mean, he is jacked. Dude, you can see the traps.
He's
because
almost as jacked as Braun
You can see him
Strowman.
get fatter. I mean, right there, I guarantee right there he's stronger than Braun Strowman is right now.
Yeah?
Right at that moment, yeah.
Yeah. See, while this is going on, I might let you talk about whatever. This could be the match or whatever, because I need to get a drink.
Okay.
And I need to take a break. I got to go pee.
Go get a drink?
Because we're not stopping the show.
No, we're not.
You can still cover.
Yep, no, I'll take a piss probably when you come back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you need anything? Any food? Any drinks?
Nope, I got my flips and I got my propple. What flavor propple is this? Berry propple.
Propel?
Yeah, propple.
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 Okay, fair enough. I'll be back.
All right. I'll do this match by myself. This is how I was being like Joey Styles in ECW. Never had a partner with him. Always had to do everything. Oh my God! Just like that. And you never know when it's coming. There hasn't been an oh my God moment in this match right now. But Taker and Big Show, absolutely just monsters. And so is Kane. I mean, Kane's freaking huge here. I wish I had some more inside information like Conrad and Bruce do. Got to be in this business. How fun would that have been? Travel the roads of these crazy guys. Oh, X-Pac from nowhere. Holy shit. That was crazy. And then gets flipped around like it's nothing. Kane off the outside. And, Paul Bearer here, too. I don't know what it is about him, but he looks a little more slim. I don't know. I don't even have Gary to laugh at that. That was a good joke. Man, the Undertaker, man. What a beast back then. It's crazy to think that back then he was just such a monster. And then now he can barely get up Goldberg without trying to break somebody's neck. Or get carried in a tag team match. How terrible. Oh, Earl Hebner. What a referee. Probably top referee ever. Jeremy, I know you're going to be listening to this. Since I'm not talking to anyone else right now, I'm going to talk to you. And it's going to be really weird. I want to know who your favorite referee is of all time. Because I think mine is probably Earl Hebner. Maybe Mike Chioda being a close second. But I'm going to go Earl Hebner. And I want to know if you think he was really scared about the whole Montreal Screwjob thing. Oh, you missed it. I just gave Jeremy questions because no one else was here to listen to me talk. Yep.
Yeah. So I heard Screwjob question. Was
I-
Earl Hebner actually scared? Probably.
I think he was.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know who his favorite referee of all time is. I said mine's probably Earl Hebner with Mike Chioda being a close second.
Mike Chioda's in every. Is he the ref in this? No, it's Hebner.
No, it's
isn't it?
Hebner, yeah.
So, a few things because I know you're going to go pee. I left the seat up for you, and I didn't flush because it's a 3-gallon tank because I don't want to waste water.
I'm not going to flush either. I might go take a dump in there and won't flush.
I hate you.
What?
I got myself a banana.
All right. It's healthy. I'm going to have my delicious white chocolate flips.
So if I missed anything, so Kane and X-Pac, like 3 giants and 1 little guy.
And X-Pac can hold his own.
Yeah, he can.
I was also talking about how Paul Bearer looks a little skinny here.
A little?
See him on the outside.
No.
Right there. Looks like he lost a couple pounds.
Dude, I got it. Brandon needs to go as Paul Bear for Halloween.
I don't know why he doesn't.
Or what did Jason say last week or a few weeks ago? Hopefully he said Otis from
Otis.
Heavy Machinery. Brandon, I think, would be a good Paul Bear. He could do the voice. He can get the look.
Oh, yes.
He's missing a tooth.
Was Paul Bearer missing a tooth?
Might have been. At some point. This banana's pretty good.
Why'd you just eat all of it in one bite? That's weird.
No.
It's kind of creepy. And you stared at me the entire time when you did it. I don't like that.
I'm still holding this banana.
No, you're just holding the peel. I just watched you eat the entire banana
I'll keep
in
eating.
one
Ready?
bite.
Ready?
Nope. That was literally in one. But now you're just chewing air. Now you're just going. See, I can do that too. I'm just telling you, you're lucky that we're not live on Facebook or something, because everyone just would have seen you deep throat that banana.
Well, I don't want that either.
I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to show my skills. I had some ribs taken out. Marilyn Manson style over here. That myth. Do you think it's true?
No, I don't think it's true.
Me either.
But it is Marilyn Manson, so who knows? He's weird.
He is weird. Just worked at Contra Days a few weeks ago.
Speaking of that, do you like Tool?
The band?
Yes.
Don't they have a new album coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're okay.
Oh, let me say that. I don't like Maynard. I think he's a weirdo.
They're okay. I mean, they're not top of my list. I wouldn't go see them.
They're now just streaming their music on Spotify.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's been, well, one, they haven't had an album out in like 20 years. And literally, Friday, so tomorrow when you hear this, they will have streaming on Spotify and everything, which they have never had. It's crazy. He did Rogan's podcast. I listened to some of, I should say watched and listened to some of it. It was interesting. I've never been a fan of his. I can't deny that he's talented as shit. And I like some Tool music, but not a lot. But he just strays me away from it. And he's done other bands. He's the lead singer of Perfect Circle, and I think Pussification,
Sure. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, it's a small band that not a lot of people know about. But this dude just gets on this to make other people money. And Tool, he said, is because Joe Rogan asked him, he goes, well, what do you think about this, this, and this? And he's like, well, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but we're a very complicated band. That's why it's taken 20 years to come out with an album.
Well,
And a lot of people say that it's other people in the band they're all like that. They're all pretentious, every single one of them. So he said getting in the studio, they need it, like one guy needs it to be like 65 degrees in the studio to do, and like everyone else is like, that's ridiculous and stupid. So then they just don't do anything. Then they just haven't done anything. It's crazy.
do you know who is playing at the Toledo Zoo Amphitheater right now?
No.
Jim Gaffigan.
Really?
Yeah.
He's funny.
I have somebody that I know that is working there right now.
I don't think I've seen him. I don't think I have seen him live. He comes to Toledo all the time. He's been here quite a bit, but I don't think that I've seen Gaffigan perform.
So Jason just gave me confirmation that he will be there Saturday. So it looks like we're going to have them all.
All right. That's surprising. Didn't think he'd show up.
And he sent me an audio. I said, I'm going to listen to that later. I'm recording now.
Jesus. Taker just throws him off like nothing. Little tiny X-Pac.
Audio.
Jesus. They're just manhandling him, too. Do you think wrestlers had a better... There's a sign in the background that says Paul Bearer is sexy.
No.
Not kidding.
This banana's good. This is my second banana.
Sure it is. I didn't see you eat the second one, so you must have done the same thing like you did to the first.
Oh, yeah. So I got to find something to show you. Because you mentioned something in the past. About said person. I'm just going to say, like, birthday party last year, baseball cap. If you remember that far.
Nope.
The kid's birthday party.
Dude, I don't remember what I did yesterday
I don't either.
at all. Zero memory of anything. I have a terrible memory.
Terrible memory. Thanks for the memories.
Terrible. I'm pretty sure that... I don't know. It's got to be the alcohol. That would be my guess.
That's gotta be the alcohol.
But I can remember stupid wrestling facts.
Yeah. Like Johnny Polo.
Yeah.
That was pretty solid. I gotta give it to you on that one.
Yeah.
Did you see? I want you to
crazy.
see this. You cannot unsee this.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. That's good. Rambo Jackson.
Rambo Jackson. How about this?
That's disgusting. You'd probably enjoy that. But
Here,
I
this. No, I wouldn't either. This is great.
wouldn't. That's good right there.
Sweet Home Alabama or Sweet Caroline. Either way, we're going to be having a difficult time. So I screenshotted a lot of stuff. So you know what we get to cover on Saturday? The MLB trade deadline. We had a big trade today. We won't talk about it. Just
Yesterday.
one. Or I guess it would be yesterday now that people are listening. We got
Well, I meant as in yesterday. I don't give a shit about Greinke.
yesterday.
I care about Puig coming to the Indians.
Dude,
Got into a fight.
right after he got traded.
It's like they knew.
Trevor Bauer, how'd you feel about him, though?
I mean, it's disappointing because he's a good picture. He's a good pitcher, but they're going to owe him $20 million next year.
So you think Puig's a rental for the rest of the year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they got some good bats from the Padres too, and some. I mean, they fucking stole that.
Dude, I don't understand
They
what
got like 4 players for Bauer from the Padres and the Reds.
I don't understand what the Reds are doing because remember we talked about how their pitching is great. Their hitting sucks.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
but Puig's a 245 hitter, man. But he can show up certain times. You know, that's the thing is that I don't mind it, and he's a good teammate, so I like that. He's going to stand up for his team. But it was interesting. The Indians do need bats, though.
I'm going to share this on the show Saturday. I just want you to read it.
I saw that. Yeah,
Oh, that was fantastic.
I saw that.
Here we go. This thing about the Big Show since he's in this match. WWE and Netflix announced the Big Show will begin filming on Friday, August 9th in L.A. The new live-action multi-camera family comedy series will be 10 30-minute episodes starring Allison Munn and kid actress Raylan Castor and a few others. Big Show focuses on a teenage daughter of Big Show, a retired world-famous WWE star. So it's not actually his family, but it's about him, so to speak. And about world-famous WWE superstar who comes to live with him, his wife, and 2 other daughters. The big man quickly becomes outnumbered and outsmarted and is no longer the center of attention.
Okay.
This is a fun... I'm sure you saw this yesterday. We'll share that on Saturday about the cut line.
Yeah, for golf.
Share that Saturday. This is what I was going to tell you, too. So Robert Pattinson has a new movie with Willem Dafoe. I cannot believe this is Pattinson. It's called The Lighthouse. So, they're doing that. I'm like, that's crazy.
William Dafoe looks the same.
Yeah, he does. Pattinson looks a little older. Looks a little older.
Whoa. When was yesterday? Was yesterday Tuesday?
Yeah.
God, the Cubs got Castellanos? I didn't know that.
Where was he at before?
Detroit. It was the only thing the Tigers had left.
Well, they traded Shane Green today, too, to the Braves.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a reliever. He's one of their top relievers.
Like I said, Castellanos is...
He's big.
That's the only thing they had
His
left. That's
first name
surprising.
is Matt.
Nick.
Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't see that. That must have got caught in all the Bauer news. That's wild.
Did you see the other day that the scientists talked about an asteroid that barely missed Earth? It was like 46,000 miles or something crazy away.
Until it's like 2 miles away, I'm not interested.
Right. So it said it would have hit because it was moving it was moving insanely fast. So it was 43,500 miles away, moving at 15 miles a second.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
Yeah. So what it says about this is it would have hit with over 30 times the energy of the atomic blast at Hiroshima. Or Hiroshima, depending on how people want to say it. It's a city killer asteroid. Because it's so small, it's incredibly hard to see until right at the last minute. That's why they missed it.
Yeah, well, maybe they should do their damn job.
So you talked about Joe Rogan earlier.
Hold on a second. Big Show and Undertaker, new champs, by the way.
Nice.
They just beat X-Pac and Kane.
And Kane. So you saw, I'm sure, that Joe Rogan is paying for the treatment for Miriam Nakamoto, her knee injury.
Nope.
Paying for that. So he sent her a message. Your treatment with Dr. Riordan is 100% on the house, and I'm covering all your expenses to get down there.
Good for Joe. He's a good guy.
$30,000 basically the cost of that, and he covered it all.
He's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
Jesse talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin with the smoking skull belt.
Stone Cold.
And
Cold.
Austin walks away.
Austin always walks away.
Jesse getting mad.
Here, well, I sent you guys that thing. R-Truth hiding it as a lampshade.
Yes. Absolutely.
And he
hilarious.
says, I was the best at hide and seek when I was a kid, and I'm still the best. I fooled you all. 2468, who do we appreciate? 48-7 European 85 I-40 TV champ.
He's funny. Don't get me wrong, but that dude's wild.
Yes, he is.
That dude is wild.
He's wild. He's wild. We talked about Jimmy Uso last week, arrested for DUI. Fantastic.
Are you an ass man like Billy Gunn?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
an ass man.
Nah. Who's with him? What is that?
That's a person. A small person.
It's not Hornswoggle. A
It
little
is
big.
not. That's a lady.
It's a lady.
It is a lady. Yes, it is. You'll see towards the end of the match that it's a lady.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's a short lady, if you see that.
Is it Vicky Guerrero?
No. Not Vicky Guerrero.
Is it that one nasty lady that people like?
No, I don't think it's anybody you know. At all. But this is a kiss my ass match.
Interesting.
Maybe her name is Ms. Cheeks.
Ms. Cheeks.
Ms. Cheeks. What do you think?
I like it.
You think so?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It could be. Is it Miss Cheeks?
No, I don't know who it is, actually.
You don't?
Nope.
You don't remember?
I don't even think there's a name, honestly. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, God. Yeesh. You into that?
No.
No? Oh. Okay. You sure?
I've heard of a restaurant quality, but this is vapor quality. Full-size woman. No offense, ma'am. Just reading the closed
That's
caption.
definitely from JR. You know that.
Buns of cinnamon.
That would have been from Lawler.
Oh, gosh. Get a
Crane.
crane.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
I like that.
What's this, Dwayne?
Look at them traps.
It's just funny because you look at him now. He doesn't look like that at all.
No.
Like he's jacked.
Yeah, he's just huge.
But with the bald head, I mean, not having that hair, kind of crazy.
That's funny. So I'm just looking back up my fantasy football team just because Nate opened the league finally.
Yeah.
And I picked a whole bunch of people up at the end of the year, so I was like, oh, I want to see who they are because I couldn't remember. I know who I'm keeping anyways, but I just wanted to look. I picked up A.J. Green. That would have paid off decent if
He didn't get hurt.
if he didn't suck.
Who you keeping?
I don't know.
I thought you just said you knew.
I do know. I'm just not going to tell you.
Oh. I've got two options. We already know who we're keeping, though.
Yeah. I'm pretty positive that I'm going to be keeping Aaron Jones, but I don't know.
That's a good solid pick. I think we're going
I
to...
did pick up Jarek McKinnon, though, and Rashad Penny.
We had Philip Lindsay, who was a waiver pickup.
Ooh, I do have Justin Tucker. I might keep him.
Philip Lindsay would be a good keeper. However, we got Tariq Cohen.
Ooh, what about Lamar Jackson?
No.
God, my team was shit.
So we have Cohen. I think we're keeping him because he would be our... Because it's where we drafted him, right? Is where your keeper pick is. So it would be 10th round for us.
Yep.
That'd be a good 10th rounder, Cohen.
That's why I'm probably going to keep Aaron Jones because that's
you're
the last round.
Me and you are going to be in the top 4 picks. And Johnny's my partner. But, we each got... I get 2 balls in the...
I get 5, I think.
in the lottery. And then... What, Caputo gets 10?
He has 10. I'm second to last. No, it's 7, I think. and then
6 or 7, yeah.
third is 5,
And then me,
and then
2.
2 for fourth. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I also have Kenny's pick, so he'll be top 4 also. So
Kenny is?
yeah. So I have his second round pick, unless he keeps Michael Thomas. I have his first round pick. So I'll be interested to see where he gets to draft too. I might draft first, come back around, and go back to back, and then again in the third. I'm gonna have 4 picks right off the rip, right there. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, that didn't work out too well for Nate.
Oh, I mean, he finished second.
Didn't win, though. He should have won.
His league is free this year.
Yeah, that's
So-
what matters.
That's a big thing right there. So we'll see. I don't know though. Aaron Jones I think he had off-season
Is this
knee
our
surgeries.
Is this our 4th year?
I also have Lamar Jackson too.
Nice. This is our 4th year.
Yeah.
So I won, then Nate. Joe won last year.
No, Ryan. It was Joe then Ryan. So this
So
is
it's
our
the 5th
fifth
year. Holy
Our
shit.
5th year already. Yeah, because Ryan won last year. R. Kelly.
Oh, wait, did Nate ever win? I don't think Nate's won this.
No, he hasn't done.
So it was me, Joe, then Ryan.
Yeah. So this is the 4th year because Cody was last. Joe,
Nate was last.
I was runner up. Nate was last. Then Ryan and
Caputo's last.
Caputo's last. So we've had different winners and losers each year so far.
See, it worked out because I missed the playoffs by losing to Ryan by a half point. And it worked out because the year we won the championship, I beat Ryan by a half point
And then he wins it.
in the playoffs. So he beat me by a half point. He wins the title.
It all comes back around. Full circle.
Full circle.
Can't be
circle
mad about
life.
that.
I'm not mad. I was happy to.
Can't be mad at all.
Happy I was the first winner there of the.
I beat Zam by a half point, and yours, I think, one of the last couple of years.
Remember when Adam and had
God.
beat my dad by a half point?
Yeah,
in
and
the
it was
champion-
like
the
50 to
62
49
and a half to 60.
I was like, oh, it was the worst
62
ever.
and a half to 62 or something like that.
That was so... And I think everybody else beat them.
Yeah,
Everybody
we all
else.
did. We all scored higher.
That was terrible. I can't believe that. And then he lost it.
I remember when Zan drafted Moss and Tom Brady,
Oh, he destroyed that year.
and then he lost first round of the playoffs.
Yep. But destroyed that year.
Or my dad. I think my dad knocked him out, and then that's the year my dad won. I think he won a couple times actually. Huh. I tried to get him to partner up with me. I was like, hey, if you still want to do it, and then I took Johnny, which was fine.
It should be a good year.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun year. It doesn't matter. It's all about injuries and whatnot.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. I remember, what was it? Anybody Kenny picked up got hurt.
Yeah. We were talking about that today. But I'm happy, actually, A.J. Green got hurt because I didn't realize I picked him up, and now I don't even have to think about keeping that motherfucker.
Right.
Because unless I see that dude in like the 6th or 7th round, I ain't even touching him.
Right.
Not even worth it.
I know. I'm trying to figure out, since we got
I do have Sterling Shepard, though. He's going to be the Giants' number 1.
he just messed up his thumb.
Yeah, he just broke
No big
it,
deal.
right?
Yeah, but he's
right.
got Eli throwing to him.
True.
The
Trizzle. Trazzle.
Trizzle.
Frizzle. Frazzle.
So we've got
Got the Texans' defense. Maybe I can keep them.
Cohen. I don't know what we'll do for our pick in the first round then. It's all going to depend who's there. Maybe we'll take Kareem Hunt.
That would be a great first-round pick. I like that.
Maybe we'll pick Zeke back up, have him for 2 years. He's not going to get paid. Jerry made it clear.
I don't even want to talk about that.
I don't either.
I'll discuss that on Saturday. Jerry's an idiot. Always has been.
Number 1 leading rusher doesn't mean Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Broncos didn't win shit either until Terrell Davis got there, so
Right.
I don't want to hear it. Yeah, you act like you don't need a ground game to succeed because, I mean, if Dak Prescott was Aaron Rodgers, I'd be different, but he's not. So
No, he's not. And they're going to end up paying the guy.
yeah, which
I disagree with, but
Jerry just needs to shut up. He just needs to shut up, open up that checkbook. That's what he needs to do. Jim, there was a one in the back that said Jim LePente sucks dick. That was wild. There's some crazy signs out there. What is the best sign you've ever seen at a wrestling pay-per-view? Or just at Raw in general?
this match sponsored by AARP. That was Taker and somebody.
I think always a good one is I'd rather be in China.
That was
always
classic.
a good one.
Go wrestling.
Go wrestling, a great one.
Go wrestling.
I think I can't remember if I still have this picture because I saw one. It was I think it had to be like a Raw or something, and it was on the hard camera side, but they put it up right into the camera, and it said Bischoff takes it in the ass, and it had him getting bent over.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely 97. No doubt. Solid right there.
97.
Man, Rock.
Assman and Dwayne.
I like how Billy Gunn's in AEW now and gets shit on for it. I like how they talk shit because he wasn't there for the Raw reunion. Thought that was great.
Raw reunion is... What'd you think of the Raw reunion?
I thought it was good. I liked it.
And with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Like I said, they waited all the time to do it, but to have Austin and Flair and Hogan out there. But it wasn't bad. I mean, I bet you their ratings were the highest that week that they've had in a long time.
Oh, I agree.
So they're going to have to come up with something better once AEW gets on the air. That's for sure. All right. I'm going to go take my pee break now, so you got to talk and entertain the people.
Oh, that's going to be terrible. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I'll find a stat of the day.
There you go. It's not going to take me that long. I'm all grown up. I only have to sit down.
You only have to sit down. Grown up. Well, I think it's that time again. So while you're gone, I'll probably plug the sponsors.
I like it.
Because it's been a little bit since we plugged the sponsors. About an hour, half hour, 45 minutes. We are now 2.5 hours into this episode. We started off pretty much the first half hour bullshitting about everything and talking about episode 100 that will be coming up. But as always, we want to thank Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you, Wes. And again, July 26th had his first solo show. It looked like it went well. The video was great that I was able to see. Congrats to Wes and all the success he is having. Again, thanks for Moments in Time, his debut single, Howie Spangler, from Ballyhoo. It was great. We enjoy it. We love it. I still like listening to it when it comes up on my Spotify. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, first and primary sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Brandon, thank you for the shirts. The Pod Beats Boggs, episode 100, looks good. Got the scoreboard on it, got the logo on the back, and our names. Looking forward to that with all our other guys drinking. We don't have a female, so we're sorry we didn't get a female for that to drink with us, but nobody volunteered like everybody else did. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you to Sean, Crandall Squatty Lawn Care, 419-704-5471, serves the Toledo and surrounding area, and not
the Pacific Ocean.
Perfect. Thank you to Cassandra at PNC. Give her a call, 419-877-0634. She can help with all of your banking needs, whether it be loans, credit cards, or personal banking. She is there to help. Again, Cassandra at PNC in White House. Thank you to Steve at Savage & Associates, who is allowing us to use the right field office above Frickers, right in the right field of Mud Hen Stadium, or Fifth Third Field as it is called. And thank you for the food that you will be providing for us, Frickers, as our sponsor. You're helping with that, with the food. We look forward to it on Saturday. Everybody's going to enjoy some wings, especially Bear. And who? The Macho Man?
Oh, yeah. The Macho Man's going to take down some freaking chicken chunks. Oh, yeah.
That was solid. That was probably the best one. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Frickin' chicken chunks. Are they the cream of the crop?
The ranch cream of the crop, not the blue cheese bullshit cream of the crop.
I hate blue cheese.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
Oh, man. That is... Oof. That is rough.
Oofa.
Oh, Rocky. Oh, the ass man. And she was
enjoying that.
Yeah. Do you think? Oh, goodness. And here comes the rock bottom and the finish.
People's elbow.
Do you think Billy Gunn still smells that to this day?
Probably. He's facing the wrong way.
See, he always did. I'd have to look into that and want to know why. Very rare times he wasn't a hard camera, or he never looked at the hard camera. Sometimes he did. Boom. The most electrifying move in sports.
Right, because when he came
today,
back, he was facing the hard camera.
1, 2, 3. It's DDP. Oh, wait. Wrong promotion.
DDP. P.
I always liked how he did this. I always liked how he went outside the ring and got up on the ropes like that. That was cool.
And he's sniffing. Wonder if he's smelling that ass.
Yeah, well, Billy is.
Oh, God, that was just terrible. That was painful to watch.
Yeah, her ass? Yeah, it was gross.
Definitely gross. It was gross, man.
Yeah, that was disgusting, as we would say.
Disgusting. Oh, God.
Yes.
I'm just picturing it. It's just making me sick.
Disgusting.
It's
The Rock looks sick right there walking back. Thinking of that lady.
going to throw up.
He's going to need some Blue Chew to get that thing up.
Blue Chew, not a sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast.
Yeah, it's too bad. They should be.
They should be. I totally agree with you.
Well, coming up next.
Triple H
H
versus Stone Cold versus
and Mankind. With Jesse the Body as special guest referee or enforcer or whatever they call.
Ventura.
Look at that. Austin down. Cinder block near his head when they had good storylines.
Yeah, they don't do that shit anymore. They're starting to get back into it.
Shawn Michaels is the what the hell is it? General manager? General manager. That's what I'm
Raw.
looking for.
Monday Night Raw.
Shawn trying to beat up on or trying to get Triple H. Jesus, Shawn. Ooh, well, China decked him there. What do you think of Shawn's short shorts there?
That's Shawn.
Oh, here comes Stone Cold. That cinder block can't keep him down.
They're all just beating the shit out of Triple H.
Boom. Yep.
Triple H is the heel here.
Yeah.
China wins.
Yep. Number one contender.
Triple H.
Trying to break up him and China here. But this is good right here. This is some good shit. Storylines are awesome. Even though nowadays it doesn't work out, men hitting women. But China was, I think she wanted this.
No, she did, definitely. Because it was a big thing for women.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me. I talked about how we don't have any women on the show drinking with us.
That is true. We do not. We don't. Not at all.
Maybe next year we'll work on being diverse.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think we got to do something different. We got to think about what to do for 200. We got a year to figure it out.
Yeah, yes we do. China with the old low blow on Mankind.
Low blow.
Low blow.
So, fun fact. I got a golden ticket, so to speak, from the Walleye to go to a lunch and learn with them. And your name is entered into a drawing to win a suite in opening weekend for 18 people.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to go to that lunch and learn, though.
Well, yeah, they're just going to try to sell you season tickets.
Yeah, and I'll be like, I'm gone too much. This isn't going to work for us. They're going to try to sell me a suite because it's under the business.
Yeah, they definitely will.
Not gonna happen.
These little montages they put together to start here are really good. That's why the WWF is top notch.
WCW.
Did you put together their clips and their montages all together?
I preferred back in the day. Was there any? You never really watch WCW, did you?
Not really. No, I just was never that big of a fan.
I like WCW.
What'd you like about it?
Sting. That's about it.
I mean, I go and I'll watch Nitros now and their pay-per-views. And maybe it's because I watched the WWF forever, or WWE.
Yeah.
But their production it didn't seem great, It was kind of sloppy.
Over time it got bad.
Everywhere. And it felt like in the WWF, like a card top to bottom was pretty solid, It was stacked rather well. WCW, like the first 3 matches sucked. Glacier, Prince Iakea.
Everybody loved Glacier.
He sucked.
Glacier was
I mean,
great.
yeah, they had Guerrero and Mysterio, which is great.
Glacier was the, Sub-Zero ripoff?
Yeah, but a lot of their gimmicks and shit were just terrible. Here comes old Jesse the Body Ventura.
Ventura. Say it again.
Ventura.
Yes, Satan? Still
He's
the best.
eating this up right here. Eating this up. By the way, why did not more people talk about and get angry about how the whole Ray Finkel was a tranny thing?
Oh,
You don't really think about
early
it, right?
90s, you don't think about it.
I'm just saying.
Even if it was on, you wouldn't think about it.
You would think that more people would get angry. Even though it's a movie. That's how people work these days.
That's not right to do that. That's wrong. You're mocking the society of peoples.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't get that taken off. Great movie, though. Finkel is Einhorn, Finkel, Einhorn, Finkel.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah,
Einhorn is a man.
Einhorn's a man? Jesse for Prez.
That didn't work.
Did he ever
out.
run?
No.
You sure?
I think he thought about maybe. I don't know. I didn't think he did. I thought he wasn't a mayor earlier, so I guess you can check that out. I'm going to stick with no.
I would say you're probably right. But I think that old Jesse may have. I know he wanted to. Doesn't mean that he didn't get the money to do it.
Right.
Do you know his real name, by the way?
No.
James George Janos. There you go.
That was his given name when he was born?
No, that was his wrestling name. Yeah, that was his fucking giving name.
But wasn't he Governor Jesse Ventura? So did he change his name?
Probably just what people called him. Jesse Ventura.
Ventura.
Let's see here.
Is he Prez? Mankind.
He was in Batman and Robin.
He was?
He was Arkham Asylum Guard, 97.
Yeah, I
Batman
can see
and
that
Robin.
then.
He was in Major League 2. Predator. Did not know that. Did you like that look from Triple H?
Why does he have Scott Steiner's chainmail on?
Right? The first thing
Or did he wear it first?
I don't know.
Good question, Aguado.
I think that I don't know if Steiner would have. That would have been pretty damn close.
First, I'd establish a motive.
Let's see. Political career.
Triple H.
Political career. Stop doing that. It's annoying.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's annoying.
That's okay.
Nope.
That's why it's even better.
Considerations of bids for other offices. Let's see.
No.
Ventura said that he was considering entering a race for the United States Senate seat held by Norm Coleman in 2008. But Fox 9 put him at 24% behind Democratic candidate Al Franken.
Yeah, Franken's liked. He's well liked.
So he announced that he would not run.
Aw, too bad.
Potential 2016 presidential campaign. In late 2015, Ventura publicly flirted with the idea of running for president in 2016 as a libertarian.
Who got his ass handed to him?
But he did not. He decided not to and expressed his support for libertarian Gary Johnson and then voted for Jill Stein. That doesn't make sense. 2020 potential presidential campaign. Ventura has expressed interest in running for president once again, but said he would do so only under the Green Party banner. The Green Party has shown interest. He said, I haven't made a decision yet because it's a long time off. If I do it, Trump will not have a chance.
Jesus.
For one, Trump knows wrestling. He participated in 2 WrestleManias. He knows he can never out-talk a wrestler. He knows that I am the greatest talker wrestling's ever had. Okay.
Oh, whatever.
Could you imagine just a debate for 2020 office and it's just Ventura and Trump? I would watch it. It would be terrible.
You weren't even
but
that
I'd
good of
watch
a
it.
wrestler. You weren't even that good.
It would be the craziest.
You were a terrible governor.
Have to be the craziest thing ever, right?
Oh, God, that'd be crazy.
But could you imagine the TV on that?
It'd be pretty good.
Whew. That would be unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
He was a Navy SEAL.
Unforgettable.
Let's see. Ventura used anabolic steroids. How about that? Bet you didn't know that.
Nope.
He had a severe blood clot in his lungs. 2002. Religion. He was a Lutheran.
He was or he still is?
He said that he was baptized as a Lutheran,
Oh, okay.
but he considers himself to be Christian, but did not believe he needs a church to attend.
Christian.
Interesting. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, in 2011 on the Howard Stern show, he said that he's an atheist. Interesting. Sounds like Jesse's got a lot of changing here. As governor, he endorsed equal rights for religious minorities, as well as people who do not believe in God, by declaring July 4th, 2002, Indivisible Day.
Mankind just sucked stone cold.
Ready? He's going over the top. Oh! I mean, how great would it be to wrestle in sweatpants?
And a button-down shirt
That'd be
and a mask.
legit right there.
So we're in a tie too. Yeah.
By the way, Jesse Ventura has a book called Democrips and Rebloodlickens. No more gangs in the government.
Bet you that was a bestseller.
Oh, that's interesting right there.
Who's the champ here?
Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Ooh,
Big clothesline.
that looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt. Triple H got a big old club on his hand like it's hurt.
I got a big club. Golf club driver. In the bag.
5-iron.
5.
Ooh, China taking out Mankind right off the post there. As Ventura is doing nothing in the middle of the ring.
Stone Cold.
Oh, they already took the Spanish announce table out.
And Triple H.
I think Shane took that out with Test. There's a lot of sexual energy going on over there. What in the hell are they talking about?
Jesse is just giving the finger to China.
Here comes a chair. And whoop bam! Right on the knee. I was going to say on the bad knee, but both of his knees have braces.
Jesse can't be everywhere. So he didn't see it.
Nope. That's good, though. That's solid. I like that. Why, though, he thinks that it doesn't... I mean, it's a triple threat match, so there can be no disqualification. So why does it matter if someone has a chair or whatnot? He's asking the fans. I like that. Old school right there. And here comes Mankind. Oh. They had a good feud, too, Mankind and Triple H.
Yeah, they did.
I think Mankind's best one was with The Undertaker, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course.
96 and 97.
Or with Terry Funk.
Also a good one when he was Cactus Jack. But you got to think, he's had big feuds with, like, all the top name guys.
Oh, yeah.
He had it with Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock, and Undertaker.
And the fact, he's still alive. He should be dead.
Yeah.
That's it. He's dead.
I'm surprised he can still walk.
Like when Jerry Lawler said that. That's it. He's dead.
Stop the damn match.
Oh,
The mandible claw. Oh, what's China going to do? There you go. Oh, yeah, the old butt cheeks to the post. Hopefully the old nutsack wasn't sagging that low.
Twig and berries.
Jesse kicking her out. Ejecting China.
Didn't China hit Triple H like a few weeks before this?
They're still together, though. They're in love. Or something like that. Or in lust.
Lust.
Or she's lusting with X-Pac.
Do you think he manhandles her?
No, I think she probably picks him up, does the body slamming.
Probably.
I would think so.
I can't picture X-Pac with her.
X-Pac. Yeah, that was a little bit creepy, wasn't it?
I didn't watch it.
I mean, I didn't watch it either. I just mean in general.
Oh.
As a generalized statement, that's creepy.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know if I could watch that.
No.
I don't think I could.
No. It'd be awful.
All right, let's watch it.
All right, pull it up on YouTube. I mean YouTube.
Yeah. No.
We're talking about the 1, 2, 3.
That's hopefully it took longer than that.
What is it? 1, 2, 3
1, 2,
in
3,
China.
kid. 1, 2, 3 in China. 1, 2, 3.
China in 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 China kid.
This match is kind of all over the place. I
Yeah.
don't really like it.
No, me either. I mean, it's a lot to follow.
It's not the greatest. Not the greatest well put together. That's for sure. And another one off the post.
Oh, he's dead.
Mankind laying in the corner.
Shoe hanging out the ring.
China's been ejected. Triple H in control of the match. We'll go with a chop block down low.
Triple H.
All right, here comes Mankind getting up with his sweatpants. That would be me, though. I'd want to wrestle in sweatpants. Be nice and comfortable. Probably a little warm, though. Not sure if I'd like it that much, I guess.
No.
And it's a lot. Let's see. Oh, now Mankind's coming in. Pulls off Triple H. Goes in there. I like how Mankind has those dad grass cutting shoes on right there, too.
Do they have the grass stains?
They don't, but they're Nikes. Total, and he's got the white socks. He's got it all. Those shoes do look a little old, though. They might have grass stains on them.
And he's wearing the white socks.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He always wrestled in tennis shoes, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think there was anything. I mean, I'm sure he had boots. He had to have boots. Yeah, he definitely wrestled in boots before. This is probably more comfortable
Probably.
because he can barely walk around. The fact that he wrestled for like another 10 years after this is insane, too.
Dude, the guy's nuts.
Like, seriously, I'm shocked that he can
Like
still
how beat
walk.
up he got for years.
Yeah. Absolutely shocked he can even still walk. That's the crazy part. Surprised that dude ain't in a wheelchair. Lost his ear. Whole bunch of other crazy shit. Teeth. Brain cells.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. It's nuts. Oh, Jesus.
God, it like makes you cringe.
There's a couple of them where he gets like, and it's not this match, but just other matches where he just gets back body dropped off the, his leg goes off the stairs, and it's like, that can't feel good. Can't feel good at all. Goodness. Oh, is he going back again for the leg? How many times are you going to do this? We get it. His leg's injured. Do something else.
Stop it. He's dead.
Terrible.
I'm looking at this, because we got to pack all this up. And we got to make sure we take a picture of this grid before we move on.
Yeah.
So I know where everything is.
Why don't you just do it now?
I could. It's a good idea, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because we got to make sure you remember what happened when we moved it last time. We had all that issues, so we got to make sure that it syncs back up, does its thing,
Yep, be a big waste if it didn't, did it?
That would suck. That's what did we say? 10:30. We're gonna get there.
Something like that.
Fair enough. What time should we pick up food?
It's right downstairs. I'm
11:45.
not too concerned about that. That's the easiest thing to grab. Easiest thing.
And we got to bring several coolers. There is a fridge there, but it's a pain in the ass to keep going out to the fridge.
Where's the fridge at?
You got to open the office door, go out the door, go into the kitchen that's right there.
It's a lot
And there
of
might
work.
be stuff in that kitchen, so we got to remind people don't take what's not yours.
Yes. No one will take any. No, we're not even going to entertain that idea. No one
We'll
will
just
go
say
in
you
there.
can't use the fridge.
Yeah, just can't use that room in general.
Yeah, there's a bathroom in there though.
Oh, well then
Like,
yes,
down
you'll
the
have
line.
to use it.
Yeah, we'll be going in there several times. So every time we have to go pee, we just walk away, keep recording.
Well, yeah, you just put someone else in there.
Yep. Like, hey, Brandon, come fill in. Talk about the grown-ups. I got to pee.
I mean, you could pause it, I guess, but
We're going to pause for a commercial piss break.
yep.
Stone Cold is going to slam Triple H into the... Nope. Blocked.
Ooh,
Let's kick him in the
the old
dick.
low blow. The old low blow. That would feel good, right in the old schlonger. What do you think's bigger, Triple H's nose or his dong?
I don't know.
It was a serious question.
But he's slamming the boss's daughter, so...
Nose. Yep.
So is it like the Humpty dance?
The Humpty Dance, it's your chance, do the hump.
The 69... What are you saying? The 69 my nose will tickle your rear.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know Triple H does.
Nose is big like a pickle. Still getting paid.
By the way, the Shiv...
Mm-hmm.
We should have him sing that on Saturday.
Do you like that song?
Dude, he sounds just like him.
It's a good song.
It's a
Ooh,
fan.
the old stunner.
On
Kevin
that-
Owens stunner.
If
Can you
you-
believe that?
If you remember that, I made him sing it at the wedding.
No. No, I don't. We just went over how I have zero memory. And
Yeah,
you
you're
just
right.
asked that question. Don't remember at all.
So this is a no DQ match?
Well, it's a triple threat match. Triple threat matches don't have disqualifications because there's 3 people.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Jeez. Mankind took a nasty, nasty headshot. Stone Cold with the save here. Oh, Jesse isn't going to count because he's not following his rules. Not following his rules. I like that. I told you not to use the chair. Good for Jesse. Following his own rules. Walking around entertaining the people. That's good right there. It is one thing you have to be, though. You have to be animated if you ever want to do that. They're both good at it. Who's this? Shane O'Mac? Who do you think you are?
You count this shit.
Here comes Stone Cold. Hey. Looks like Shane's going to get a stunner.
Gets the fingers. Hey, you could sell it a lot better then.
He does. He sells that so well.
Then.
He flips off Jesse, too. Oh, Jesse's going to throw him out of the ring. Get a little physical. He's going to mess it up. No, that was perfect by Shane. Right over.
Good job, Shane.
Stone Cold. Like falling over. Did he fall?
Is he locked in there?
He fell over the rope.
Is he locked into the rope?
Stone Cold definitely fell. Triple H is trying to get him in.
Locked himself in the ropes.
How do you not laugh right there? That's funny as shit. He fell over that rope. Luthez press? Oh, double clothesline.
Luthez. Man. Stone Cold down. Remember that, what was it, the house show? When Stone Cold was down and the fan comes in, starts hitting him, and Triple H just
Oh, just
beats
destroys
the
him.
shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Yeah.
like that idiot fan that attacked Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame this year.
Yep.
Mr. Sacco
Wasn't smart for him either.
is winding up Mr. Sacco.
Who's going to get it?
Triple H.
Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Oh, Stone Cold. Oh, you got to do something. Oh, Mandible Claw and Sacco.
Oh,
And kick the old gonads. And here comes the pedigree. Nope. Oh, big clothesline. With the clothesline and the save. You think he would have let him pedigree him, though, right?
maybe. He's counting. 3. Oh, why is he counting a triple threat?
I don't know. Jesse doesn't know where he's at. What the hell is he counting for? Oh, yeah, now you realize, shit, I fucked up.
Now they're all just going to start going on a punch fest. Oh,
You'll headbutt.
except he got his arm up to block it. Nice. Stunner. Boom.
There it is. And get the 1, 2. That was a slow-ass count.
2. Got to get our ref shirts and wear the 2.
That would be funny.
2.
Where'd you go? The reversal.
Oh.
Right over the top.
Remember when Cesaro blasted that
Oh, yeah.
teeth? Pedigree.
Triple H with the pedigree.
Boom.
Clean. Here goes Mankind.
Uh-oh.
Knocks him out. Wait, Mankind? Flip him? Double arm DDT? It's his finisher. 1, 2, 3. Mankind wins the title.
Huh.
At SummerSlam.
I don't remember this.
Mankind wins the title at SummerSlam and New World Wrestling Entertainment Champion. I don't think they said that. I think the WWE Network is closed captioning is lying to us.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't remember this either. That's kind of surprising, actually.
Yeah, see, I don't know what I thought. That was the last person I thought would have won of the 3.
That's why back then it was fun, because you didn't know.
Huh.
How about that? What do you think of that?
Didn't he win it twice? Raw and this?
Yeah, he won it on Raw. Mm-hmm.
And this, that's it, right?
Yep.
So you got the Stone Cold belt.
Got the Stone Cold belt. That's right. Awesome belt, by the way. The old Smoking Skull belt.
Right.
And Mankind, after SummerSlam 99, is your new WWF Heavyweight Champion.
Well, when did they lose the WWF? The name.
Oh, 1?
Yeah.
It was right around that Invasion one, right?
He's going to keep whooping his ass.
Yes, he is.
Helmsley's
with
got
the
a steel chair.
Who's coming out? China? I think China's coming out. He's just going to town on Austin.
Keep hitting those knees.
Just destroying his knees. I think, yep, there's China. I think after this, I think he's getting surgery anyways, which is why they're doing this. So they're getting him out that way. That's why he lost the belt, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Or something like that.
All the refs are trying to get in, kick them all away.
They're just beating the crap out of him. Beating the crap out of poor old Stone Cold. JR. Damn it. Crowd chatter. What is the crowd chatter?
I don't know about, so you said he's having knee surgery after this, right?
I can't remember if it's this because I want to say Survivor Series. That's when he gets hit by the car.
Okay.
And that's when he has the surgery. But I can't remember. Oh, Slaughter just took one. Look at that old school Randy Moss jersey right in the front. I had a jersey like that.
So Helmsley beating that ass. It was supposed to be Triple H's night. He was robbed. I don't know about all that.
Oh, that was from the King, obviously.
But that's the end.
Yeah. SummerSlam 99.
Just like our show here, nearing the 3-hour mark. It's actually going to go over 3 hours.
The longest show we've ever had.
Is it?
Yep. I don't think we've had a longer show. Well, until Saturday.
Yeah. Hopefully we cut that under 3. We'll see, though. So thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by West. West.
Not West.
Thank you to All Wear Clothing. Brandon, thank you again for the shirts. Looking forward to wearing them and marking them on Saturday for all the beer we drink. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Sean, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding area and not
the Pacific Ocean.
Thank you to Cassandra at PNC. Visit Cassandra there in White House at that branch or call her 419-877-0634. She can help with all of your banking needs, whether it be loans, credit cards, or personal banking. She's there to help. And thank you, last but not least, to Steve at Savage & Associates, who will be sponsoring Fricker's Lunch for episode 100 on Saturday and also provided the office area that we're able to use because I am a client. So thank you to all of you. We look forward to Saturday and everybody that's going to be there. We're going to drink a lot of beer, have a couple Steve Weisers, and it'll be a good time. So, Brandon, we're sad you can't make it, but that's okay. The show has to go on without you. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Beer time, bitches.